I'm now sitting here between the cats. There's Simba to my right, and there's Boo to my left.
Stella, Splash, Simba, Hydrox, and Boo, the lucky ferals.
Good morning, Boo. 7:45 a.m. Boo was on free roam all night. He did not sleep on the bed at all. I don't know what he's been doing. Boo, what have you been doing? What have you been doing all night? Here's Simba. He's by the gates. I think he's been climbing the gates because I've been hearing them rattling. And so I've switched the order of these gates also. So there's the short gate on the bottom, and then the tall gate in the middle, and another short gate on top, because it's easier if I need to go through this door just to take out the middle gate, and I could pop myself through, and I could pop myself back, and then I could put the gate back. And Simba, gotta wait a little while, okay? Gotta wait a little while, we're not eating yet. It is 9:15 a.m. and the cats are all getting their morning workout. So Boo just had his playtime here on the rug. I have these two different toys and I kind of switch them up. So like when the cat holds on to one toy, then I distract them with the other toy and I go back and forth that way. And Boo was making some crazy jumps. Like, oh my gosh, you ever watch like those dogs jumping to catch a frisbee? That's what Boo reminds me of. He jumps so high. And so I kind of tired him out, and he's in his room with his breakfast. And right now, Simba's here, and Stella is walking around smelling things. And Splash is at Boo's door. Splash likes to look and see what's going on. So Stella and Simba have been playing with me on the rug, and it's so funny. Splash is on guard duty. That's why Splash is sitting there. He's guarding them from Boo. That's why Splash loves being by Boo's gate, because Splash is acting as like a guard. And Splash used to do that outside, like on the patio. I used to see Splash on patrol on the patio, and I always used to say it was so funny because he would be out there like a night watchman, and he would be out there like guarding the other cats. And here he is again. They're playing on the rug, and he's guarding them. With that smaller gate on the bottom, it doesn't have the big square opening, so they can't stick their paws through it, which is kind of a bad thing. I think it's kind of good when they could stick their paws through it, but it's better for me to be able to go in and out of the gates. So what just happened here was that Splash had turned his back to the gate, and he was kind of looking at the toys here on the rug. And then he heard Boo approach the gate. So then Splash turned around right away, saying like, well, where are you going, buddy? And Splash like arched his back, like not to the extent like, you know, the big scary cat, you know, when you see them like with the back arched and the tail all fluffy. It wasn't to that extent, but he did like kind of puff himself up to make himself look a little bit bigger. You know, it was like posturing going on. And then he came up to Boo, you know, at the gate, and then they were gonna poke each other, but it's not the kind of gate that you could poke through. So I thought that was really interesting. Because here we are thinking Splash is afraid of everything, when in reality, he could just be hypersensitive, and that's why he makes a good guard cat, because the slightest thing and then he's on alert. Maybe that's why he is that way. I mean, how do we know that these cats don't give each other like positions within their little groups. Maybe that's Splash's position. Maybe he was assigned that position as a young age, and he's been honing his skills, you know? Because a good guard cat is not going to get the other cats into danger or fights. In fact, a good guard cat would try to avoid that. So, I think Splash is the guard cat. I mean, that would explain why at night he's always making his rounds also. If you notice in some of the security footage, well, you guys don't see it as much because I don't post as much of it, but I'll just see Splash walk by the camera, Splash walk by the camera. Like every so often, Splash just like walks by the camera. That's what it is. Splash is the guard cat. Okay. This is a first. It looks like someone vomited, which is not good. But, I don't know, I'm kind of thinking maybe it was Stella. Because maybe she ate too much too fast and then, you know, made herself throw up from eating too much. Man, that's a mess. I'm gonna have to look at the security footage and see if I could figure out who it was. Who threw up? Who threw up? It is 10 a.m. Simba is in the front window. Splash is looking out the side window. Boo is in his room. The reason why I'm not taking him out right now and integrating him with the other cats is because I need to get dressed, I need to eat my breakfast, and I need to get to work. And here's Stella. Stella's sleeping on one of the dining room chairs. Hello, Stella. Stella's a pretty girl. 10:45 a.m. Hello, Splash. It is 11:41 a.m. It is 40 degrees. And in the sunroom for the cats, it is about 46 degrees. So there's not much of a difference. I just put a full can of food out and also some fresh water. This is what the inside of the automatic feeder looks like right now. So it's definitely getting low on food. So I am going to go inside and grab the other half of the bag of the dry food and fill it up. So that is the rest of the Blue Wilderness dry food bag. I am going to go inside and grab another bag and then fill this up. Okay, I just filled up the feeder with the Nature's Variety Original. This is the bag. This is the Instinct Raw Brand Original Dry Cat Food. So here it is in the feeder. Again, I always leave some space on top. I don't want to pack it down too much because I don't want to jam it. And this should be good. The next feeding is at around 4 p.m. And Hydrox has to be the most well-fed feral cat on the planet. It is almost 8 p.m. and it is about 35 degrees out. I haven't seen Hydrox, but I just gave him a full can of food and I gave him some water and he's good to go. Okay, here is Stella, Splash, and Simba. They're all waiting to eat dinner. They're having their typical dinner, which is the Primal Raw Turkey Nuggets with the Nature's Variety Instinct Raw Chicken Bites. And today they're having a few squirts of the salmon oil with it. They should be good and hungry because they did not have any dry food all day. See, Stella's probably in a bad mood because she's hungry. So, but I did not want to give them dry food after finding the vomit this morning just because they could take a rest from it. Okay, guys, ready? There you go. There you go, guys. Eat your food. Eat your food. Here's Boo in his room. I'm just about to let him out. Did you have a nice day, Boo? Did you have a nice day? Hello, Boo. So right now I am filming this video with the Canon G7X Mark II, and I also have the exposure increase, the exposure is on like a +1. Now, this camera is amazing for low light recording, which is how it is right now in this room. The only light in this room is like one little 60-watt light bulb. So if Boo's eyes look dilated, that's why, because we are pretty much in a low light situation. Although for you guys who are watching it, you might not realize that, because again, the exposure is up and this camera is amazing on low light. It has amazing low light compensation. Boo, are you hungry? Would you like to eat some food? Boo, would you like to eat some food? You gonna come up here and sit with me? Come on. You can come up here and sit with me. You gonna come up here? Right now it's about 9:20 p.m. and I've been playing with Boo on this play rug for only 10 or 15 minutes, and I've been using 2 of these toys, so you know, when he's holding one of them, if he doesn't want to let go, I just use the other one and distract him. And he's been running back and forth like a madman, and he's been jumping really high, and at one point I was kind of like reclining on this rug and I was talking on the phone, and at the same time I was, you know, waving the toys back and forth, and Boo was having a great time like running and jumping, and he jumps up in the air. He probably jumped like 3 feet in the air, and he landed right on top of me, like right on top of my legs. And yeah, it was not fun. So I kind of understand what the other cats don't like about it. And I'm much larger than the other cats, so you know, when they have something the size that they are landing on top of them, like Boo landed on top of me, yeah, I think that could be pretty dangerous. I mean, he comes down with a lot of force because he is a strong cat. It's not a good idea to put a harness on a cat like right after they've been like running around and playing, because he's still in play mode, which is kind of like hunting mode, and he just wants to tear the harness apart. Like, he doesn't want to just sit still and let me put it on him like he has the past few nights. He wants to play with it, and that's because he's all hyped up from playing and running. Okay, I got the harness on Boo. I tried brushing him at first and putting the harness on him, but he really was not having that. So I had to break out the crunchies, and I got the harness on him while he was eating some crunchies. Because it ends up that while he's eating the crunchies, I mean, do you see how fast he's eating? He's going nuts. That it's much easier to put the harness on him. Now, while he's in the harness, he's still kind of doing that combat crawl, but he needs to get used to it. He does have a full plate of dinner and he has not eaten any of it, so. Slow down, Boo. Yeah, see what he's doing? He kind of slinks around. Hey, Boo, you look so handsome in your harness. Boo, you look so pretty in your harness. What a pretty boy. You're a handsome cat. You're a handsome boy. What a handsome boy in your harness. You're a handsome boy. What a handsome boy in your harness. Okay, I just opened the door and Simba came right up. He's looking around. There's Boo. Boo, you gonna be nice to Simba? There you go, Simba. That's your son, Simba. He wants to be friends with you, Boo. Boo, he wants to be friends with you. Don't you want to be friends with him? You don't want to be friends with him? No? You look so pretty, Boo. Red is your color. You look so nice in red. You do. Come on out. Boo came out from under the daybed. And he's looking. Simba's in the doorway right now. Simba's looking at him too. Hey, Boo. Boo's deal is he's really good at hiding when he's like ready to attack. Like he looks like he's gonna be friendly, and then out of nowhere he changes. There's Simba. Hello, Simba. Okay, so I am sitting here with Boo. He's just chilling out in his room. And there's Simba in the hallway. I don't know, maybe they're like 8 feet away from each other right now. I just gave Boo some crunchies. He's on the leash. And I gave Simba some crunchies just a little bit inside of the doorway. Okay, Boo, you want some more crunchies? Wow, Simba's really growling. But I do have to say, these two cats speak the same language when it comes to crunchies. I mean, Boo loves them, and Simba loves them. Simba is a chip off the old block. What kind of noise is that, Simba? Okay, you guys want some more? Want some more? So there's Boo and there's Simba. They're both eating their crunchies. Boo has his back to Simba. And they're only a few feet apart from each other. Do you hear that? Simba's making crazy noises. But look at Boo. Look at Boo and Simba. Hey, Boo. Good boy, Simba. Good boy, Boo. Now, to me, it's a good sign that Boo has his back to Simba, because to me that means Boo knows Simba's not a threat. Simba. I think Boo knows that when he's in a harness, he has to be on good behavior. And I really don't want to jinx anything by saying anything, so I should just keep my mouth shut. Can you guys hear Simba? He's cracking me up. So Boo just finished his crunchies. And there's Simba. Simba, what are you doing? You're a good boy, Boo. You could eat your dinner. You could eat your dinner. Want me to put some crunchies on your dinner? Would you like me to do that? Good boy, Boo. What a nice boy. He's not 100% happy with the harness on, but he's not jumping on the cats. What are you doing, Simba? Simba? Make the noise again, Simba. So this has been like a thing lately, that sometimes Boo won't eat his meal until I sprinkle a few crunchies on it. Like right now, he's licking up all the liquid that was on the meal. And then he'll eat it, or most of it. And Simba's just sitting there watching him. Okay guys, we are witnessing a first right now. So Boo is eating his dinner. And I think Simba is under the daybed. Yep, Simba's under the daybed. Simba's a brave boy. So Simba is sitting under the daybed and Boo's eating his food. They're both in Boo's room right now. And Boo's eating his food. Here's Splash. Splash just came up. Boo's still eating his food. And Simba is still under the daybed. Okay, Simba has just climbed to the top of the cat tower. Don't forget, this cat tower used to be Simba and the other cat's cat tower. Now above that cat tower, there's actually like a little shelf And Simba was eyeing the shelf. Now it looks like he's going to take a flying leap onto the window ledge. Yeah. Okay, so there's Simba. That cat has some nerve. Okay, my battery's blinking like it's about to die, and there's no way I can leave this room right now to get another battery, So Boo is still eating his dinner. I mean, he's just eating his dinner like nothing is going on. Meanwhile, Simba is up on the shelf. Okay, so Boo just climbed up into the cat tower. And there's Simba. And there's Boo. I'm now sitting here between the cats. There's Simba to my right, and there's Boo to my left. So Simba just jumped off of this shelf and is now under the daybed. I don't know if Boo's going to chase him under the daybed. Oh, yep, here comes Splash. Three cats in Boo's room at the same time. Do you see Simba? I'm trying to pet Boo to keep him from doing anything. It's okay, Boo. They're just looking. They're just curious, okay? Now, if Simba tries to eat Boo's food, then I'm going to make Simba leave. See Boo? There's Boo and there's Splash. It's okay, Boo. I just got off the, I was sitting on the shelf. I stood up and slid on the scratcher. So one of the reasons why I'm petting Boo is I'm trying to feel how much tension he has in his body. And on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being the least and 10 being the most, I'd say he's probably at like a 3. Maybe 4. You know, this is pretty big for Splash. Okay, I just took the leash and the harness off of Boo. It helps to use a brush because if I brush him while I'm taking it off, then it distracts him. And then it's easier to get the harness off. Right, Boo? Happy cat? Happy boy? He did so well today. You did so good, Boo. You did so good. I'm very proud of you, Boo. Very proud. 11:45 p.m. Stella has decided she wants to hang out in the collapsible pet crate. She walked in there on her own, and the flap has been down the whole time. The flap is not zippered, like that door flap. It's not zippered, but it is down, and I guess she just enjoys being in there. They knock the self-groomer off the wall again. I have to put more self-adhesive tape on it. Oh, she's looking for it. Look.
Splash, Simba, Hydrox, and Boo, the lucky ferals.
Today the cats are getting Trader Joe's tuna for cats, and there's some water in there, and there's a little bit of crunchies. I took the digger away since they vomited on it, and I washed it. That's why I took it away, to wash it, and I haven't put it back yet. So right now they're getting some crunchies, and Simba is scratching in the litter box because I just scooped out their litter boxes. Good morning, Boo. How are you? It is like dark and cloudy out. But, oh my gosh, it is almost 50 degrees. Wow, that's like a 50-degree difference in less than a week. I am so happy, even though it's raining and cloudy and dark, because hopefully all of the snow will melt today. A whole bunch of the snow's already gone. Now, when Boo's back leg was shaved, I think it was back in September, and it still has not grown in to match his other fur. I mean, it's grown in, but I'm trying to get him to turn around. But I don't know if you guys could see it, but can you see that? See this whole section here? How it's way shorter than the rest of his fur? Isn't that funny? It's been so long. It's been like 4 months. What would you like? You knocked my hand away and then you want to touch it? What would you like? What would you like today, Boo? Would you like some breakfast? Would you like to have tuna for breakfast? Because that's what we're having. Tuna's on the menu. Okay, I'm assuming you want to play, right? That's why you're like pawing at me. Would you like to get some morning playtime in? Right now it is, I would say, around 7 p.m., I think. And it is 52 degrees out, which is just awesome. I just came outside to give Hydrox some food, but look, breakfast is still in the feeder. I would say that's probably half of the breakfast, although it's hard to tell because this is a heated bowl. So, maybe just like a lot of water's been evaporated out of it. I don't know. I've not seen Hydrox. And it's also weird that there are no birds eating the food, because a lot of times if Hydrox doesn't eat it, then birds will eat it. So, I don't know. Maybe it's because the weather's so warm that Hydrox is out hunting and eating fresh food. I don't know. But this is the food I was going to give him. And what I am going to do is just put a cover on this and put it in the refrigerator and give it to him tomorrow. Hello, Stella. You ready to eat? Stella loves it when I pet her before they eat. But I know Stella's just a player. Stella's a player. She'll play you to get food. Right, Stella? You guys hear Stella purring? Stella's purring and Simba's purring. Here's Simba and there's Splash. Hello, Splash. Oh, Stella just nudged my arm. She was like, don't pet him, pet me. Nope. She decided she owns the camera. Hello, Stella. So they left some of the tuna from breakfast. I had also given them some dry food on that platter. Hey, Simba. Oh, here's Stella again. You want me to pet your tummy, Stella? No? Don't pet the tummy? Pet the head? Oh, don't pet your head? What do you want me to do? Just admire you? Is that what you want me to do? Do you want me to pet your back? No? Don't pet your back either? You just want to hang out? What do you want to do, Stella? You want to eat? Okay. How are you? Did you have a nice day? Did you have a nice day, Boo? Do you guys see how the fur is different on the leg? Boo ate all of his breakfast. Like, he loves any kind of canned food. Usually, well, I can just say that Boo usually loves any kind of canned fish. Oops, sorry, Boo. It is 10:55 p.m. The question is, are we going to have treats or are we going to have crunchies? Stella, would you like treats or would you like crunchies? You don't care? Simba, would you like treats or would you like crunchies? Treats or crunchies? You don't care. Splash, would you like treats or crunchies? You don't care. Okay, we're all eating treats. Everyone got 2 treats. Everyone's sitting in a row. Eat your treats, Splash. Eat them. Stella. Simba. Everyone is eating their treats except for Splash. I don't know what he's doing. He's just sitting near them. Maybe he doesn't like these. Oh, maybe he's going to eat them eventually. Sometimes he does that. It takes him a little while to eat them. The only problem is that when he does that, sometimes Simba or Stella jumps on them. Jumps on the treats, I mean. So we just finished this bag of Delitables. It says they are BHA and BHT wheat and soy free. I guess the cats kind of like these, but I'm not too thrilled with these. I don't like that they have byproduct meal in them, so that's really not something I'm thrilled about. But there was just a little bit left in this bag, so I figured they might as well finish it. The other bag that is open that just has a little bit left is this Friskies Party Mix, and this also has byproduct meal in it, so I'm not too thrilled with this either, but I think this came like with one of the toys or something, so they've been eating this every now and then. They'll have some of this, so I might just give them a few of these and maybe finish off the bag. 9:23 a.m. Good morning, Boo. I have to put new batteries in all of the cat toys. All of the batteries have been completely worn out. What a long cat you are, Boo. Look how long you are when you stretch out. Boo was on free roam all night. He slept in the cat tower for part of the night. He slept on the bed for part of the night. He roamed around and played for part of the night. Right, Boo? So today, I gave Simba and Stella a little exercise. I left the bottom gate on, and then I put their wheatgrass here. That way they would have to jump the fence. And that's good for them. It's good for them to climb and jump. And it uses, different muscles than just, running and playing. I mean, they get to climb and jump on their cat towers and stuff, but Maybe it would be really cool to have like a cat climbing wall, you know? You know how they have like climbing walls for people? Do they have climbing walls for cats? I think that would be awesome. Anyway, this is what wheatgrass looks like when it has not been properly taken care of at all. Like, this has not been watered properly. And I think it's only like a week old. I just totally forgot to properly care for it. But Simba still likes it, right? Look what happened. I just noticed this. Someone rubbed the self-groomer right off the wall. I'm going to have to apply new tape maybe, but right now I'm just going to stick it back on the wall. Can you guys see how discolored that wall is? Like where the cat's rubbing it. Like, see all that? Feel the rubbing? It's like they're rubbing the paint off the wall. It is about 2:55 p.m. and I just got out of where I like to buy the large bags of the raw cat food for the cats. They are the only store that I know of that sells the really large bags of the raw food. PetSmart and Petco, they have the raw food, but they have the smaller, it's like they sell like the 1.25 pound bags, and Pet Goods has the 3.5 pound bags. So I like to just stock up here, and then if I run out or I'm getting low, I can get the smaller bags at Petco or PetSmart when they have them, because a lot of times they're sold out. So I just bought 2 of the large bags of the Nature's Variety Instinct raw food and 1 of the Primal Raw turkey nuggets, and this usually lasts the cats about 2 weeks. And I got super lucky because normally the Nature's Variety rep is there in the morning, and if I get here in the morning, then she'll hand me some coupons, and I figured since I was shopping later in the afternoon, she would definitely not be there. But I ended up randomly running into her when I was walking down one of the aisles. It was the weirdest thing. For some reason, I felt drawn to walk down the aisle with the automatic feeders just because I wanted to see if there were any new automatic feeders that might be of interest to feed the cats dry food. And she just happened to be walking in the opposite direction down that same aisle. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so weird to run into you here. Are you working? And she was like, no, she was just returning some stuff. So she handed me a bunch of coupons. So I ended up getting $12 off. It was $6 off each bag. And she gave me an extra coupon to use if I come in when she's not there. So I just did really good. It is 5:10 p.m. And while I was out running errands today, I popped into 2 different Marshalls and 2 different Home Goods. And I found another one of these cat towers to match this one. It's not a perfect match. I could not find one that was the same exact color. I did find one that was the same exact color. The only problem was that it was like all discolored around the top, and it was like all worn out. I don't know how long it's been in the store, but it looked really beat up. That was in one of the Marshalls. Then when I went to another Marshalls, they had like 2 or 3 of these, and one was like a darker brown, and then this was the lightest one they had. This was the closest match that they had to this one. Now, when I brought this inside, the other cats were on free roam, and of course, Simba was the first one to come over and check it out, and he's already laid on the top of it. And both Splash and Stella walked into the room and just like smelled the air like crazy, like they smelled something was new. They went up to it and they smelled along the bottom of it. Of course, Simba was on top at the time, and so they recognized it. And here we go with Boo. Boo came right in the room and he went straight over to it to check it out. So what I'm hoping is that by having the two of these here that have a top tower just tall enough to look out the window, that if Simba is laying on it and Boo is in the room, they're not going to fight over that position because there's two of them. Yes, they're very, very close together, but there are two of them. And, you know, like if Simba is laying in this one and Boo jumps up here, he could just lay down. And I know Splash and Simba will like to lay up here together. I mean, any of the cats will like to lay up here together. So right now, this is an experiment to see if they use the second one more than they use the other one that was there. The other one that was there was shorter. It was only like this tall. It was like maybe a foot shorter than the window. And lately, I have seen like Simba laying on top of this one, and then Splash will be sitting in this one, but he won't be happy because he has to like sit up. They're much happier when they can like lay down and look out the window and be super comfortable. And yeah, so that's one of the things that I got done today. I should mention that the price of this at Marshall's is $39.99. So I don't think that's a bad deal. These are made really, really well. They're really strong. They're really sturdy. And I had 2 gift cards from Christmas, so I ended up not having to pay anything for it. And I still had some money left on one of the gift cards. So that was awesome. Okay guys, I want to show you something. There's a little bit of canned food on a spoon. And Boo is eating it while I'm holding the spoon. For Boo, this is huge. Look how nicely he's doing that. He's not clawing at me. He's not scratching me. This is really big. Just a little while ago, he was not able to do something like this at all. He would get like really just, I don't know if it was like overexcited or it was just like a reaction. Like he didn't even think. He would just kind of lash out. And look what he just did. Good boy, Boo. We have a deal. And the deal is that when I open a can of cat food for Hydrox, Boo can eat 1 tiny spoonful, but he can't jump on any cats, right? He has to keep his feet on the floor when he's near the cats. All 4 feet on the floor at the same time, right, Boo? And then you get a little taste of Hydrox's food. We have a deal. If you break that deal, you don't get any more tastes of food, right? It is about 20 degrees out, and there's still water in the bowl, and there's still a little bit of cat food here, so I'm only going to put like half of the can in here. I just came inside, and there's Hydrox. He's eating the food, and he walked out of the cat shelter, so that's a good thing. I haven't seen him in a couple days. He's eating the food. It should be plenty of food for him. Maybe the birds haven't been eating as much food. He definitely does not look like he's starving or having a hard winter. I mean, yes, it's cold out, but he's had it a lot harder when he had no warm shelter to go in and he did not have an automatic feeder. And he did not have a heated kitty cafe. I put the cat digger back out and I gave them like a tablespoon of dry food in it. And then I also put like a tablespoon of dry food on their platter. And it looks like they ate all of it. And they have to just wait like another hour or 2 until the raw food defrosts. I just put the raw food out, but it's still early. It's only a little bit after 5 p.m. And right now, Stella, Splash, and Simba are all downstairs. Boo's upstairs on free roam. It is about 7:30 right now. Boo's getting his dinner. He's getting the Nature's Variety Instinct raw bites. He's getting a little bit of crunchies. They're not getting their turkey today because it takes longer to defrost. And yeah. Are you ready to eat, Boo? Are you ready to eat? Are you ready for dinner? Boo, you ready? Ready for dinner? Hello, Splash. Are you ready to eat? Splash, would you like some dinner? Are you ready to eat, Splashy? Want some dinner? How about you, Simba? Are you ready to eat? Are you hungry? You hungry too? Okay. They knock the self-groomer off the wall again. I have to put more self-adhesive tape on it. Oh, she's looking for it. Look. See, they miss it. There's a big difference. They're not getting the scratching that they would normally get with the groomer. Hello, Simba. How you doing? Ready to eat? Gonna clean your feet first. Simba just discovered he's wearing a collar.
Stella, Splash, Simba, Hydrox, and Boo, the Lucky Ferals.
9:20 a.m. Both Simba and Splash were hanging out outside of Boo's door. But when I started walking down the hallway, they both kind of walked away. And there's Boo. Hello, Boo. I'm putting this gate on the bottom now. This is the shorter gate with the larger openings in it because they can still poke each other through this gate. The bigger gate's in the middle in case I need to get in and out of this door while the gates are on. I just pop that out and I could easily maneuver. And then this gate is on top because it has the smaller openings and they can't really poke each other through it. Good morning, Boo. This wheatgrass has definitely seen better days. Oh my gosh, it's all scraggly. Hello, Stella. I know, you're saying, why are you giving me this horrible wheatgrass? I know, I gotta get new ones. Actually, I have to grow it. I have a whole grow kit to put together. It's 9:30 a.m. and I just randomly looked outside and there's Hydrox. I might have to go throw a coat on and then give him some food. It is back down to like 15 degrees out. I just gave Hydrox a whole can of food and some fresh water, and I rinsed out those bowls the best that I could. And it's really cold out again. All right, he doesn't look too hungry. Here I am throwing a coat over my pajamas to give him some food, and he's probably already had some kind of meal today. Most likely the dry food from the feeder. See how cats are? You think the feral cat is starving, when in reality he just snubbed his nose at this food? This is the expensive food. This is Boo's breakfast. He's getting the Nature's Variety Instincts Raw Bites with his herbs and some water, and he's also getting a little bit of dry food. These are the collars that I have for the cats. This is Stella's collar. It's like a purple color with little daisies on it. And this is Simba's collar. It's kind of like leopard spots. And then this is Splash's collar. It's black and white, and I thought it would match his fur. You could see his collar still has the tag on it because there's no way to even kind of get this anywhere near him, but I think it's really like cowhide. And so these are their collars. These are the Beastie Bands. These are Beastie Bands, and Boo wants to play with that. And what they are is they are like super lightweight, and they're just like really soft and comfortable, and they have Velcro. And so their clasp is basically just Velcro. I was told by several other people that have had feral cats and tried to put collars on them that these work fairly well, and that obviously if the cat gets them caught on something, then they easily break away, and they're quick to put on and quick to take off, and they came highly recommended. Now this one I was able to get it on Stella, this one I was able to get it on Simba. The problem is that neither of them were happy with having these collars on at all. Like, and they started doing so many different things to try to get the collars off. I thought they were going to hurt themselves. So I took the collars off, and I haven't really used the collars on them. But here's Boo, and this morning I actually put Stella's collar on him, and he tolerated it for a few minutes, but I don't know, I don't think he really wants to wear purple with daisies. So I think I'm going to put Simba's collar on him. I think that would look nice on him. Maybe Splash's collar, but Splash still has the tag on it. So I'm just going to put Simba's collar on him and see how long he'll tolerate it. Okay, he's not having any of it right now. He just kind of ran under his daybed, so maybe I'll try again later. Okay, I just got it on Boo. When he sits on the scratch and roll, he lets me put it on. It is not, like, totally clasped all the way, because Boo's a big cat. He has a big neck. So you can see, like, part of this Velcro is still sticking out. I just didn't want to make it too tight. Even now I feel like it might be a little bit tight on him. Again, because he's a big cat, and these only come in one size. But he seems fine with it. Let's see how he acts with it. It is 1:30 p.m. Boo's been taking a little cat nap on top of the pet tower in the front window, and guess what? He's still wearing the collar. He seems to be good with it. Like the other cats would be almost choking themselves trying to get it off. That's what they would do. They would somehow try to get their jaw under it and try to like get it off, and I think Boo kind of likes it. I mean, I could easily put my hand under. I don't think it's too. Is that too tight, Boo? Boo, is that too tight for you? Are you choking? I just loosened it up a tiny bit, just a tiny bit, because there's not a whole lot of loosening that I could do on it. And I think Boo just is very furry. I mean, he doesn't seem to be having issues or anything, but I think he kind of likes it. Boo, do you like your collar? Boo, do you like the collar? Should I buy you a red one? You want me to buy you a red collar? Because you look so pretty in it? Yeah? So what I wanted to do with these collars is take like a Sharpie or something and actually write the cat's name on them. Or like information, like, so if the cat gets lost, there'd be like a phone number or something on it. Like, I know that there's no way that they're gonna wear like tags or anything, and I would never put a bell on one of them just because after wearing that Christmas sweater with the bell on it, oh my gosh, it was just horrible. I can't imagine a cat having that like around their neck all the time. He's not even walking funny, like he's acting totally normal. Oh, Boo. Boo, you look so pretty in your collar. Even though it's Simba's. You look so pretty, so handsome. Here's about 1:40 p.m. I have a bunch of bricks here. These are 10 bricks. I got them at Lowe's. They were 45 cents each. I also got some black spray paint, some flat black spray paint. So what I'm going to do is I am going to spray the tops of these bricks black, and one side of them is going to be black also. And then what I want to do is I want to put them into Hydrox's sunroom and see if they help retain heat, because bricks absorb heat and they also retain heat. So I just want to see if it affects the temperature in that sunroom. Right now it is about 25 degrees out, maybe 24 degrees. The thermometer on the side of the cat shelter says it is 39 degrees in there. The bricks have had one coat of spray paint on the top and on one side, so I am going to give them one other coat of spray paint. I'm using a can of this Project Source spray paint in flat black. I got this at Lowe's. This was 99 cents. Then all the bricks were about 45 cents each, so all totaled, they were like $5. This was like another dollar. It was like $6. While I'm waiting for the spray paint to dry, here's something else that I want to illustrate about the rugs. So there's the black rug under this sunroom. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's like water around the rug. Like there's a lot of wetness in there. Now this rug has been like out in the open and it's dry and it's like frozen. It's frozen. So it's a rug, but it's frozen. And here we have another rug, and this rug is totally frozen to the patio. Yeah, there's no way that I'm gonna lift that up. It's frozen. So even though it's a rug, it's still frozen. And granted, right now it may be slightly warmer than the cement, but I mean, it's still cold and frozen. I just pulled the sunroom away so you could see all the wetness in there. There's a lot of wetness under the rug. So I'm thinking maybe even though this rug is black, it's not such a good idea to put the rug in here. Yeah, look how wet that is from where that rug was. So I'm taking that rug out. And maybe this will dry up. I mean, we don't want Hydrox or any of the animals out here to get wet and then be freezing cold and wet at the same time. And this rug is soaked. I mean, you could see just where I moved the rug, like all that wetness, all the splashing. So this is all the wetness from where that rug was. And the reason why it's wet and not frozen is because it was in that sunroom, and the sunroom is keeping the temperature above freezing. Now, in the minute or so that this rug has been out, it has already started to freeze. I just moved it over here near these other rugs because in this area it will get more sunlight tomorrow than over there. But it's already, look, in like 1 minute, this rug is like frozen. That's how cold it is. There's Stella laying in the sun. Okay, so here's what's going on with the sunroom and the bricks. These are the bricks that I just painted, and I only painted one flat side and one skinny side because I just wanted to put like whatever side might be facing the sun. I wanted to make that black so it would absorb more heat. So right here, do you see that line of sun and shade? That's because of the garage and the sun's angle in the sky. So as the days get longer and we have more sunlight, that will actually go down because the angle of the sun will increase and it will spend more time hitting these bricks. And also earlier in the day, when the sun is not behind the garage, then these bricks will capture the light, and the light will be coming from the right of the brick. So I put the darker side of the brick that way. Keeping the rug out for now, just because we just don't need all that liquid in there. Hopefully it will evaporate off somehow. And I will be putting the sunroom back. And I think it's too late for today. This is not going to get any more sun today. But if it's sunny tomorrow, it'll be interesting to see if having these bricks there, if that will hold more heat. And I've put them along the wall of the shelter, so if they do hold heat, they can help warm up the shelter. All this water on the patio, it already turned to ice. I just put a collar on Simba also. So Simba is wearing Stella's collar because Simba has been, interacting with Boo at Boo's gate. And I figured if he sees Boo with a collar, maybe he wants to wear a collar also. So I literally just put it on him. Let's see if he goes crazy trying to take it off. Because what I'm hoping is, if Boo wears a collar and then the other cats see it, then maybe they'll be more tolerant, or maybe they will want to wear their own collars, right? Simba? Simba looks like he got some groovy 70s going on with the purple and the daisies. It is mail time, and today Stella is going to help us with the mail. Right, Stella? Simba just discovered he's wearing a collar. Usually he manages to, yep, see? See? Do you see what Simba does? This is how he gets himself out. He tries to get himself out, or he gets himself to a point where I think he's going to choke. Maybe he's gotten smart enough to actually undo the Velcro. Usually in the past he puts his mouth in there. Now this collar is not on very tight at all. Like he's pulling it right now, so from the back it looks tighter than he is. Yeah, he's going to try to pull that Velcro apart. See, Boo did not do any of that. Boo's really kind of happy in his collar. Well, actually, this is pretty good for Simba, because usually by now he's really pitching a fit. Okay, let's start with the envelopes. We have this cute little mouse hunter real mouse. It says, with the original electronic real mouse sound, pure fun, pure instinct, encourages exercise, I squeak. This has a tab on it for the squeaky sound. Boo's zebra toy is one of these Our Pets with the original electronic real mouse sound on it, and he loves that toy. So yeah, they'll love this one also. And there's actually two of these. Here's another one, so that is great. Simba's already checking them out. And it says these are from Alexander Ginsberg. Thank you so much, Alexander. That's so nice of you to send these toys to the cats. They will definitely like them. Simba already wants to play with one, but he's not playing with them now. And I am going to put these aside for when the cats have a special occasion. It says, hi Lucky Feral's mom. Hope Stella, Simba, Splash, Boo, and Hydrox all enjoy these toys, and you will too. All the best, Alexander Ginsberg. Well, thank you, Alexander. That's so nice of you to send them these toys. Oh my gosh, look. How cute is that? These look like fish and like a scallion and a piece of ginger. That is so cute. Now this is all in, I'm assuming like Chinese or Japanese. I don't know what that says. But thank you so much, Alexander. The cats are going to love these. We have another envelope. Simba is watching everything from the top of the cat tower. This is a $50 PetSmart gift card. That is cool. This is Hi Lucky, enjoy your gift from Lynne Gibson. Well, thank you so much, Lynn. I will definitely enjoy using this gift card. It always comes in handy. I buy the cats litter there. I'll get some dry food for them, some canned food, and whatever else they might need. They also get the raw food from PetSmart. So this helps cover any of the cat's expenses that I may have. Thank you. Uh-oh, am I cutting something? Oh no. Oh no, I'm cutting something. It says, hi Lucky Feral's mom. Hope Stella, Simba, Splash, Boo, and Hydrox will enjoy these toys, and you will too. All the best, Alexander Ginsberg. Thank you, Alexander. This is a whole big bag of toys. It says GD Pet Cat Toys, 10 pieces. Package includes 1 catnip pillow, 1 teaser wand, 2 Mylar crinkle balls, 1 fluffy mouse in a cage, 1 feather mouse interactive teaser ball, and 4 fluffy mice. That's cool. What is that interactive teaser ball like? Do you guys see all of these toys? That's great. So this is the teaser wand. And these are the little mice. Check them out. They have feathers. Boo's going to love these. I just found some feathers in Boo's mouth this morning. It was the red feathers from his tinsel fish. And then these are the mylar balls. And then here's like a catnip pillow. And I think this must be the interactive toy. And this is cute. So this has like a small wand on it, and then look at that. It's like half mouse, half bird. That's real interesting. Now, it says it's interactive, and it feels like it has a weight on it. So I guess they just like push it around. So that'll be fun. Okay, here we have another envelope. This says, "Hi, Lucky Feral's mom. Hope Stella, Simba, Splash, Boo, and Hydrox will enjoy these toys, and you will too. All the best, Alexander Ginsburg." Well, thank you, Alexander. And this is another package of toys. Now, this is a wand toy that looks like it has different attachments. I mean, I could be wrong here. Let's open this and see what it is. So here's part of a wand, and I'm assuming this is an attachment. Is that an attachment for the wand? I don't know. I could be wrong. Oh. Yeah, so it looks like it is one of those, like, fishing rods. Like, Simba's already trying to get it. And it looks like this piece screws in, and it screws the pieces together. And then look, here are the attachments. Simba wants to play already. That's really cool. These are great. So let's look at the other attachment. So the one that's still in the bag is like another fish with feathers. Then we have this, which is like a cork with feathers. Oh, and then look at this. It's like a dragonfly. I think Stella's gonna go crazy over this. And then here we have another one, like the cork with the feathers. And then here we have this. It's like a bug. See, Simba loves bugs. So he might think these are like bugs. Simba, you like the bug? Is that a bug? Simba's happy just going after the string. Come on, let go. Let go so I can put it away. Okay, these I'm putting back in the bag, and we could have them another time. I'm trying to just open all the mail right now. And it's like, where are you putting them? Onto the boxes. Take out the box cutter. This says, "Hi, Lucky, enjoy your gift from Smarty Plum and Cheese Puff." Thank you, Smarty Plum and Cheese Puff. What do we have here? We have the original all-purpose Bad Air Sponge. Now, I've never used these, but I have had people recommend them to use near litter boxes. It says odor absorbent. Our exclusive D-Ghost formula will absorb surface odors, capture airborne odors, and draw out odors from curtains, walls, furniture, carpets, etc. Based on our unique patented formula used in industry since 1953, now available to the consumer. Proud to be the only air quality product chosen to help after the initial 1993 Twin Tower incident. Made in the USA for bathroom mildew, closet smoke, and decay. The directions: remove lid and place in affected area. For heavy odors, remove bad air sponge onto its lid. For better efficiency, place product in airstream moving toward the problem area. Product coverage is approximately 14 ounces per 400 square foot area. Trace fragrance will fade as the product continues to neutralize odors. Keep away from children and pets. Keep container away from open flames. Product may freeze at 32 degrees Fahrenheit and melt at 125 degrees Fahrenheit as it continues to work. Product will last a minimum of 45 days. It also does wet carpets, kitchens, basements, pets, boats, and cars. Safe for the environment and the people who use it. So that is really cool, and I think it's really interesting, and let's see what it looks like inside. So that is what it looks like. I'm trying to figure out what it smells like. It does have a fragrance. It almost smells like one of the like the clean linen candles, if you've ever smelled like Yankee Candle clean linen or something like that. That's what it reminds me of. And then it does have this top, so you just put it out like you would some of those fragrance beads, and this will absorb odors. So what I will do, since I have two of these, is I am going to put one of them in the shower stall downstairs where the two litter boxes are. And then this one I will put somewhere near Boo's litter box in his room, and see how it works on absorbing the litter box odors. The only time that there's really issues with any kind of odors with the litter boxes is obviously like right when the cats use them, like right after a poop, then you're gonna smell it for a while. So thank you so much, guys, for sending this product. I'm really psyched to be able to try it out. Simba is hanging out near Boo's door, and they're both wearing collars. Boo's wearing Simba's collar, and Simba is wearing Stella's collar. Okay, let's open this box. This says, "Hi, Lucky Feral's mom. Hope Stella, Simba, Splash, Boo, and Hydrox will enjoy these toys, and you will too. All the best, Alexander Gisenberg." Thank you, Alexander. You're spoiling these cats. Oh, and look what we have here. We have a cat charmer. It says, "Fun for you and your cat, a safe interactive toy for all kittens, cats, and kids, made in the USA." Now, this is great. The cats have a similar toy, but it's always nice to have one for upstairs and one for downstairs, or two to play with at the same time. That's really cool, because then when the cats like hold on to one, you could use another one. So like Simba already grabbed it. Simba's ready to play. Doesn't Simba look so nice in Stella's collar? He looks like a groovy dude, right? Simba has that kind of chilled out hippie cat attitude. Maybe that's what I need to do. I'll get him like a tie-dyed Beastie Band. I don't even know if they have it, because he's so chill. Okay, Simba, one more box. This box makes a lot of noise, and it scared Simba. There's a lot of stuff in here. Okay, guys, I don't know where to start, so I'm just gonna start picking stuff up. Look, it is a 2018 Black Cats 18-month calendar. I'm sorry for the reflections on it, but that is so cool. Here's what it looks like on the back with all the different black cats on it. And you know where I'm gonna put this? I am going to hang it in Boo's room. Maybe I should hang this downstairs with the other cats. Or maybe I should hang it in neutral territory. What do you guys think? Should I hang it in Boo's room? Should I hang it downstairs with Stella, Splash and Simba? Should I hang it in my office to bring some cats to work with me? Or should I hang it, I don't know, where should I hang it? What do you guys think? Then we have some balls with bells. Simba and Boo especially love these. And look, we have a bunch of batteries. Now this came open, but look, we have some AAA batteries. We have some AA batteries. We have AA batteries. AA batteries. AA batteries. This is great. I definitely have like a year's supply of batteries now. AAA batteries. AAA batteries. AAA batteries. Now these are all Eco Advanced. It says world's first made with recycled batteries. 3.8% recycled batteries. That's cool. These two kind of came open and then there's a whole bunch of loose batteries. So I am going to put these batteries back in their little cases and then we'll continue opening. Okay, so we also have a cat litter scoop. It's really cute. The handle looks like a cat. And check this out. We have a feather tail mouse cat toy. Now Boo is gonna love this because of the feathers, and Stella is going to love it because it's just like a long wormy thing. And that'll be fun to play with the cats with. It says with a plush ball, which is this. So that's cool. And then we have a Jiffy cat grass kit. It says this package includes quick soil mix, oat seeds, base tray, and clear dome. Well, that'll be interesting because it has the oat seeds. So this grows the oat grass instead of the wheat grass. And I've been wondering if the cats might like that better, or maybe Splash and Boo would respond more to a different kind of grass than just the wheat grass. So that's great. And then there's a card. It says Lucky Ferals. Look how cute. It says a little bit naughty, a little bit nice. But always totally merry. Hope you have a fun Christmas, from Henry. Hey Lucky, hope these will keep all the toys running for a while. Love your channel. No day seems complete without a Boo update. Remarkable how far Boo has come. Thank you for all you've done for the cats and bringing us along for the ride. Can't wait to see what's going to happen next. Thank you so much, Henry. These are awesome gifts for the cats, and I really appreciate all of the batteries. We go through them really fast, and these will definitely be like a year's supply of batteries. That is great. It really helps me not having to purchase these batteries. So thank you so much for sending them. It is 4:30 p.m. And within 24 hours of this new cat tower being here, the cats have figured it out. Well, at least Splash has. So Simba was sleeping in the one on the left, and Splash came looking around. Then he laughed, and then he came back, and he popped up into the other tower. So that's great, because I thought they would do this. I have not taken the tag off the one on the left yet. Usually I like to leave it there and let them rip it off, just because they have fun doing that. Now, earlier, Stella walked up to the tower and she jumped onto the platforms. And I thought she was going to jump on to the top of the tower and hang out there, but she ended up walking away. So 10 p.m. and I just came downstairs and both Stella and Splash were laying in their cat beds on the sofa and they look so cute, but by the time I got the camera out and focused, Stella had jumped out of her cat bed. I put the self-groomer back on the wall a little while ago. I got out my double-sided foam tape and so far so good. Look how cute Splash is in this cat bed. Hello, Splash. So this is one of the pet beds. Here's the other pet bed. They're both on the sofa. And it's funny because they're always in the same one. It's like this is Splash's, this is Stella's, and Simba is on top of the cat tower. So what I did was I found this pet bed upstairs. This is the one that I've had for a long time and they like never use this. Like if they've used this once or twice, that would be it. So what I did was I put this one on the ottoman. So if Simba wants to lay in this one, he can. And then Stella and Simba, and they all have little beds to lay in. So here's Simba on top of the cat tree. He's still wearing the collar. He's been wearing the collar all day. Right, Simba? Do you like the collar now? He's been wearing the collar, and Boo's been wearing the collar. We gonna play? Simba, we're gonna play? The cats have all been really good, so they're each going to get a new toy. These are catnip toys. Well, they're supposed to be catnip toys. They didn't really smell much like catnip, but they're supposed to be catnip toys. There's 2 bananas and 2 strawberries. And Stella and Simba don't have much interest. So this makes me think these are not catnip toys. Because if they were catnip toys, they'd be all over them, right? They don't really have much of a smell. So I might go dunk them. I just dunked the toys in catnip. Stella, give me a chance to put them down. 1, 2, 3. Simba has a strawberry. Stella has her banana. And Splash has a strawberry. They've all been dunked in catnip. Dried catnip. But the thing is, when you dunk a toy in dried catnip, see what they're doing? They're just licking it off. So, like Stella and Simba, they're just gonna lick it off. Simba's probably already done. And then they usually lose interest in the toy after they've licked the catnip off of it. The really good toys are like, you know, the Zebedee mice, where they're full of catnip inside, and the cat continues to play with it, because the more they play with it, the more catnip they get. So, you know, when you just dunk them, it's just kind of superficial. Stella hates bananas. I've tried to give her bananas and she hates them. Simba's already done eating all the catnip off of his strawberry. Uh-oh, already. Now there is a huge difference when Simba and Splash wrestle versus when Boo jumps on one of them. I've seen Simba and Splash in some crazy wrestling matches. But do you see that? When they wrestle, they don't scream. And that's how you know the difference. When one of these cats screams, then you know they're not having fun. whenever they wrestle, they don't scream. When they're playing, they don't scream. If it happens to get a little bit rough, then they might like yelp or something like that, but they don't scream. And when Boo jumps on them, they scream. So that's one of the key differences. So Boo is getting his banana. Boo's toy has been dumped in catnip. Boo enjoys a good catnip toy. What are you rolling around in? Oh, someone has been tearing apart that cat tower. There's pieces of the carpet from it all over the place. Who's covered in it? He's also wearing some of the catnip right now. Right now it's like 11:45 p.m. and I just took Boo's collar off, and right now I'm taking Simba's collar off. They've been wearing them for pretty much all day. I mean, I think it's been, I don't know if it's been 12 hours, but I mean, it's been a good 8 hours, and they both really didn't have much problem with them after a while. I mean, Simba wanted to take it off. They both kind of liked it. There you go, Sims. But I figure it's more comfortable for them to sleep if they're going to sleep tonight without the collars on. Right? Just because they're so used to not wearing collars. I think both of them look really good in collars. For some reason, I think it makes them look really stylish and fashionable. Like they look more sophisticated with the collars on. Right, Sims? Right, Simba? You look handsome with the collar on, even though it's Stella's collar. It kind of suits you. Oh, wanna play with it? Okay. All right, guys, time for bed. I'll see you tomorrow, Stella. I'll see you tomorrow, Simba. You're welcome. I'll see you tomorrow, Splash. Have a good night, everyone.
Stella, Splash, Simba, Hydrox, and Boo, the Lucky Ferals.
8 a.m. Good morning, Boo. Boo was sleeping on the bed for part of the night. He was jumping on the bed this morning. Right, Boo? Considering the fact that none of these cats really liked these tinsel fish when they got them, these are the toys that I am finding like all over the place right now. Both these and the red one in Boo's room. Boo has pretty much destroyed his. It is about 11:30 a.m. I just came outside to give Hydrox a can of food. Give him some water. He's having the Pride by Instinct Champs chicken formula. And I heard some leaves rustling behind me. And look who it is, it's Hydrox. Hello, Hydrox. I don't know which shelter he was in. I don't know if he was in the heated shelter or the other shelter that's like behind this greenhouse thing. Right now it is 25 degrees out. And here is the sunroom. Now the bottom of the sunroom has dried out because the black rug is no longer in there. So that's dry. And those black bricks are in there along the side of the shelter, and the thermometer is right in between those bricks. And according to the thermometer, it is about 50 degrees in there. So it's 50 degrees in there, and it's 25 degrees here. Big difference. It is about 7 p.m. right now, and today there's a live stream going on, and it's Boo in his room for the first time with that one fast cat exercise wheel. And right now there are 37 people watching. And I want to give a shout out to Marilyn Young. Thank you for the super chat for the $20 donation. That is really, really nice of you to do that. I totally appreciate it. And I am going to give a shout out to everyone else who's in the chat room right now. So that is Alfalfa Cats, Barbara McDonald, C.R. Barboni, Cheryl Smith, Craig Danielson, Lacey Childs, Lisa M., Marilyn Young, Melissa Fowler, and Patricia Morgan. Thanks for participating in today's live stream. It is 8 p.m. It is 20 degrees out, and this is what the food bowls look like. Someone licked that bowl clean. There's still some water there. I am going to fill up the water bowl and give Hydrox a whole can of food. I don't know what you can see, but I can see that the thermometer on the side of the shelter says 28 degrees. So that's a little bit warmer than the 18 degrees on the side of the house. Here's Simba. Simba was on free roam all day with Stella and Splash. And there's Stella. She's so happy that the self-groomer is back on the wall. Both Stella and Simba were hanging out on the cat towers in the front window. And it's so funny because when I pull up, they know it's me, and then they both just start like stretching and getting ready for me to come inside. So we're gonna eat, Stella. Wanna eat? The cats are getting their typical dinner, which is the primal raw turkey nuggets and the Nature's Variety Instinct raw chicken bites, and they're getting water. Hello, Splash. You guys want to eat? Okay, let me move. I can't walk when you guys are in my way. Splash is very happy. I gave them some dry food before I left, so it's not like they were starving all day. Okay, guys, eat your food. Okay, Splash, I gotta pet you. That's right. Splash reminds me that I need to pet him, because he's not allowed to eat until he gets his pets. Right, Splash? Yeah? Good boy? Okay, you could go eat. It is 8:13 p.m. and Boo has been in his room all day. Did you see that? He just flew out of this room so fast, you couldn't even see him. Hey, Boo. How are you, Boo? Did you have a nice day, Boo? Yeah, you had a nice day? What'd you do today, Boo? Did you do anything fun? Did you run on your wheel? Boo, did you run on the wheel? What is that, a no? You don't like the wheel? So today was the first day that I put this wheel here in Boo's room just to see if he would use it, and I don't know. I feel like he has not used it, but I don't know because I did not watch him all day. There was a live stream going on all day, so maybe if we ask some of the people that were watching the live stream, they would be able to tell me if Boo ran on the wheel or not. Boo, would you like to eat some dinner? Right now it's 8:45 and the live stream just ended, and I couldn't find my camera right away, but I found it now, so I'm going to do more shout outs. So I am going to thank Marilyn Young again for her super chat. That was so awesome, Marilyn. I don't see you here, but I hope you enjoyed the live stream today. Also shout out to Alfalfa Cats, Amanda Ray, Arnold Will, Heidi B, Hendis Hotshots Henderson, Lisa M, Megaside 84, Patricia Morgan, Spazawaki, Susie715, Tim Dutton, and Tim Smith. Thanks, guys, for participating in today's live stream. And I'd like to thank everyone else who watched today's live stream. And in order for you to show up as a participant, all you need to do is type something in the chat box. It could just even be hello, and you'll show up as a participant. It is 9:36 p.m., and I just got the harness on Boo. The way I get it on him is to give him some crunchies, and then when he starts eating the crunchies, he just lets me put the harness on him. Like, there's no problem at all, because I think cats can only focus on one thing at a time. So when he's focusing on eating the crunchies, he has no idea that I'm putting the harness on. So the harness is on, and we'll see what he does. And I don't know. I mean, this is the largest harness that they had for cats. And I'm now kind of wondering if maybe it's too small. Like, when I put him on him, like, it does feel like there's room. Like, around him, it does feel like it's room, but I'm wondering if it's, like, pulling, like, on his neck. Like, I know it's supposed to be tight so it doesn't, like, get caught and so he can't get out. Like, it's not supposed to be too tight. And, I don't know, I'm just wondering if maybe it's pulling too much. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go look. But that was the largest cat harness that they sold in the store. And it's not like Boo's like a gigantic cat or anything. Like, he's a larger cat. But, I mean, there's cats way larger than he is. Right, Boo? Right, Boo? You're not that big. You're a big boy, but, you know, it's not like you're 20 pounds. It is 10:30 p.m. and Boo is hanging out in his collar. He was taking a little nap on top of one of the cat towers in the front window. Then he decided he wanted to take a little nap on this chair. And right now I am going to take out a toy. I have this toy here, and I'm going to play with him on the play rug for a little bit, just to see how he's moving around in this harness. And then I might take the other cats and let the other cats come upstairs. So Boo jumped off the chair and he's been playing with the toy. He's still kind of crawling around in his harness, but he's a little more fluid in it than he has been. I think it's just going to take some time. And I will look into maybe a better fitting harness. Although I think this one fits pretty good. But as far as any of the local pet supply stores go, this is the best option that I could find. I did look at even like small dog harnesses, but they were just too big and bulky, and I have to be very cognizant of how the harness goes on and off. The way that the clasps are on this harness makes it very easy to put it on and off, just because where they're located. And on like some of the other harnesses that I looked at, I was like, there's no way I'm gonna get them on Boo. Like, I don't think he would ever let me put something like over his head. So anything that has just like a neck hole that is like one piece, I don't think that would work. I have to kind of like put it around him. Yeah, look, I got him to jump all around after this like cat toy. So when he forgets he's in the harness, he jumps around like normal. It's just when he thinks he's in a harness, he moves a little weird. What's this? Boo has both of the toys. He doesn't want to let go of any of them. It's about 10:45 and Boo ate all of his food, like all of it. There's Simba. Simba just walked upstairs and he walked over to Boo's room. Here's Boo in the harness. He's just kind of laying down with his back to Simba. And there's Simba in the doorway. Okay, so Boo just walked towards Simba, like he was approaching Simba, and Simba started to growl. And there's Splash. Now Boo just went under the daybed. They're very interested in Boo. Okay, I just gave Boo some crunchies and it lured him right out from under the daybed. And right now he's ready to go into the crunchy container to get more. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna put his paw in there and try to get more crunchies? He's looking at his plate. I did not give Simba or Splash any crunchies. They're both in the doorway watching him. So Boo may have a harness on, but he's also getting the crunchies. They're not getting any crunchies. Is he gonna go in the container? Come on. Want some more? Here you go. Boo just did something very interesting. So I scooped out a little bit of crunchies for him and he pawed my hand, but he did not have any claws out. So it wasn't very long ago where he would just like scratch me. There's Simba. Simba, you can't have any. Can't have any unless you wear a harness. Only cats in harnesses get crunchies. You guys want crunchies? I'll give you crunchies. Guys want some crunchies? Okay. Everyone is eating crunchies. Splash is eating crunchies. Simba's eating crunchies. And Boo's eating crunchies. Boo! You don't eat Simba's crunchies. Okay, so Boo had a good amount of crunchies. And there's Simba and Splash. They had some crunchies, but not as much as Boo had. Because Boo's in a harness. So Boo gets more crunchies. That's the benefits. Right, Boo? Good boy, Boo. Boo. Good boy, Boo. I'm giving you some crunchies for that. 'Cause you were such a good boy. Yeah. Eat your crunchies. Eat your crunchies, Boo. 'Cause you were a good boy. Simba, don't even think about stealing Boo's crunchies. Simba's making all kinds of strange noises. So Boo just got some positive reinforcement for that very, very good behavior, Boo. What a nice boy you are, Boo. I'm sorry if these camera angles are kind of strange. I'm just trying to make sure all the cats are in the frame. I think it's kind of weird how Boo is keeping his back to Simba and Splash. Right? But maybe that is a non-confrontational stance among cats. I would like to know where Stella is right now. Okay, so Boo has gotten his harness like all twisted up on himself, so I just took the leash off. Splash and Simba are still in the doorway. What are you doing? They're right near each other right now. Simba, be a good boy. Don't steal your daddy's treats. Okay, I have no idea what time it is. Boo had a ton of crunchies tonight. I had to give him crunchies until I could get that harness off of him because he got all twisted up in it. And, yeah, it was another day of harness training for Boo. 11:25 p.m. There's Splash and Stella on top of the cat trees in the front window. I'm spending some playtime with Stella because, you know, the boys got a lot of attention today. It looks like Splash wants to join in on the fun. Poor Stella. All the boys, they want all my attention. I have to have some girl time with Stella. Maybe we'll have a spa day. Stella, would you like to have a spa day? Want to have a spa day? Just the girls? See how brave Splash is getting? I wonder if Splash is trying to show off for his dad. You know, just be like, hey dad, look at me. I think Stella still has a lot of mama cat in her because, like, when the kittens were small, you know, she would let them play and she would just kind of like hang out and supervise, or she would like let them eat and she would like hang out and supervise. And I feel like she still does that to a certain extent. Like, if they want to play, she'll be like, okay, you'll play, I'll just hang out and observe. And, you know, if you want to steal the food, okay, you can steal the food and I'll just hang out and observe. Because when they're kittens, that's what she used to do. So I think in many respects she still does that. They're still her babies. Right, Stella? You're still the mommy to the grown boys. There's Simba.
Stella, Splash, Simba, Hydrox, and Boo, the Lucky Ferals.
9:11 a.m. Good morning, everybody. Stella jumped on my bed this morning and she wanted me to pet her for 20 minutes. I know it was 20 minutes because my snooze alarm went off twice and it's 10 minutes between each snooze. Good morning, Boo. How are you? There's Stella by Boo's door. Simba even jumped on the bed this morning to get his pets. Right? Simba wanted me to pet him for like 10 minutes. I want to tell you what just happened. So I was on top of the stairs and I was just about to come downstairs with the food and feed the cats. And what I want to do is I want to just keep the cats downstairs and then go up, feed Boo, and then come back downstairs and work out on the treadmill. So I was on the top of the steps and I went to shut the door. I actually shut the door and Simba looked up at the door and he sent me a mental message saying, don't shut the door, Splash is still upstairs. And I said, oh, okay. So I opened the door and I go, Splash, come on, Splash, we're going to eat. Meanwhile, mentally, I thought Splash was downstairs. That's why I shut the door, because I thought Splash was downstairs already. But Simba is the one who told me, no, Splash is still upstairs. Don't, shut the door and Splash. And look, there's Splash. Splash was still upstairs. So when I say Simba is the one that speaks to me the most, that's what I mean. I don't mean like verbally meowing at me. I mean like telepathically sending me these thoughts. All three cats are eating their food. Splash might want me to pet him. Really didn't get to pet him before he ate. And he likes to be petted before he eats. Nice boy, Splash. Nice boy. Now you could eat, okay? Good morning, Boo. What I would like to do is like pick Boo up and put him on this and see what happens. Come on, Boo, you want to go in here? Come on. It is almost 12 p.m. and I just came outside to give Hydrox some food and he was sitting on this chair. The only problem was that I could not see him sitting on the chair because kind of like the table blocked my view. So I just came over here and he just jumped off the chair. But I'm giving him a full can of this Trader Joe's chicken, turkey, and rice dinner. I'm sorry if it's out of focus. I'm have the camera in one hand and the can of food in the other hand. I like the Trader Joe's foods. I think they're great value for the money. They don't use any byproducts at all. The ingredients are chicken broth, chicken, turkey, ocean fish, animal liver, brewers, rice, oat bran, fish protein concentrate. Then it goes into some thickeners and also minerals and vitamins. The one thing I don't like about the Trader Joe's food is that they don't really put any vegetables or fruit in it or anything like that. It's pretty much just kind of protein. This has some grain, some rice, and some oats. But other than that, it's pretty good. I gave Hydrox a full can of food because it is only 28 degrees out. When cats are outside and dealing with the cold, it's good to give them extra food. I'd rather Hydrox had more than enough food to eat than not enough food to eat. Okay, right now inside the sunroom, it's about 32 degrees, 34 degrees. So it's only about maybe like a 6-degree difference. It's not sunny at all. It's really cloudy and overcast today, and we were supposed to get some snow today. We were supposed to get like an inch of snow, but the forecast has changed. Now we're not supposed to get snow until tomorrow, and now we're supposed to get like 2 to 5 inches. I just came downstairs to empty the bag of garbage in the bathroom, and look what I'm seeing. 3 cats on the sofa. Poor Simba doesn't have a bed to lay in. There's the other gray bed on the ottoman. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the gray bed over to the sofa. So there will be 3 beds on the sofa. And I think they'll like that better. And I know as I go to do that, Splash is going to run away. So they'll go back on them. Okay, here we have the 3 beds on the sofa. We have the 2 round Amazon beds. And we have this one like rectangle pet bed that I got at TJ Maxx like a year ago. And they should like laying in these. Let's see if they all 3 lay in these at the same time. It is 7:15 p.m. I'm in my office. I am trying to finish up a project so I can leave. And there is a live stream going on today. It is Boo in the cat towers while he's on free roam. And I want to give a shout out to Lisa M. and Paul Carey for their super chat donations today. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that. It definitely helps pay for cat supplies. So thank you guys for checking out the live stream, and thank you guys for the super chat. Oh my God. Like major. Like Splash, just right now, just twice. Splash, like, is he gonna do it 3 times? Splash, like, came up to me and he's like, give me some pets. That was the first time ever that, like, Splash actually came up to my hand and was like, give me some pets. Now, I didn't catch it on camera, but I was, like, totally shocked. Look, look. Splash just came up to my hand and was like, give me some pets. Now, I should also mention that it is about 9:50 p.m. and I just got home. So, Splash is probably really hungry. They had their breakfast this morning, but I did not leave out any extra food for them or anything. So, maybe Splash is really hungry. It's been a long day. But, I mean, that's big progress for Splash. When they were living outside and Splash and Simba were kittens, not tiny kittens, but, you know, kind of like, let's say, teenager kittens, sometimes Splash would come around by himself and he'd, you know, come around by the back door, like, looking for food. And, it was always when he was really, really hungry that he would initiate contact with me. And today was the first day ever that Splash came up to me for pets. Like, I can't believe that. It's pretty amazing. Right, Splash? He's probably been living inside a year now. A year it took him. And I don't know if this is just something that he's going to do today because he's hungry, or if it would continue. I'm just taking advantage of this right now because I know the minute I feed them, he'll probably run away. Boo's upstairs in his room. Boo is on free roam all day. Sounds like Boo is scratching in his litter box. He's normally like way more standoffish than the other cats. Look, look. Poor Splashy, I know you're hungry. I'll give you food. Splash has never let me pet him so much. Look, he's not even running away. Okay, guys, we're gonna eat. You ready to eat? The other thing I want to mention is that since the 3 of these cats are family, they are very, very patient and tolerant with each other. Like, they take turns. Usually, I mean, Simba is the only one who gets impatient and steals treats and stuff, but everyone else, Stella and Splash, they take turns. And Simba takes turns often also. Like when it comes to playing and stuff like that, it's just, he needs to learn some treat etiquette. You know who Simba reminds me of? The Cookie Monster. Simba's like a Cookie Monster when he growls and eats at the same time. Okay, here we go, guys. We're gonna eat. Is everyone ready to eat? Is Splash going to rub up against my legs? Think he's gonna do that, or is he still afraid? Stella just rubbed up against my legs. Splash, you gonna rub up against my legs? Are you? Splashy? Okay, we're gonna eat? Okay, Splash is ready to eat. Okay, eat your food, guys. I'm in Boo's room right now, and I have this toy with the feathers on the end, and I'm like putting it up here, and Boo has been like trying to get it, and he's been making the wheel turn, but the problem is when he makes the wheel turn, then he jumps off of it. He's like afraid of the wheel moving. But so far he's come closer to actually running on this wheel than any of the other cats have. You could get it. You could do it. Yeah. Yeah, up here. Come on, you could do it. I think maybe I... Okay, I don't think you guys heard that. So anyway, so this just dropped on the ground and there must have been several cats like right outside of the door, like eavesdropping, because when this fell on the ground, they all went scurrying and I heard it. So I think that Boo just needs to get used to the movement on this wheel. And if he can get used to just the fact that it moves, then he might not be afraid of it. Maybe we could get him to use it. It is 11:19 p.m. and the other cats are downstairs right now. They are supposed to be on free roam tonight, and I'm thinking of maybe keeping Boo on free roam, because Boo was on free roam all day, but he was by himself at home. And actually, as I'm saying that, I'm realizing that I should probably not keep him on free roam tonight, because if he's in his room with the gates up, he's not alone, because there's always cats at the gate, so he's always hanging out with other cats. So that's obviously a better idea. So I think what I'll do is I'll just play with him for a few minutes and then put him in his room. Do you see how many toys Boo is surrounded with right now? I mean, it's like a joke. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I see 7 toys in this shot. It is 11:44 p.m. and I've decided that Boo will be in his room tonight, and I'll put the gate on his door, and I'm sure Simba and Splash aren't going to hang out by his door most of the night. They usually do. But I took the wheel out of Boo's room because I feel like it's too much for him. He has a lot going on right now. He's being trained with the harness. He's had collars on him, and you know, he's dealing with the other cats, spending time with them, and I don't want to throw the wheel on top of all that right now. So I took the wheel out, and most likely going to put it back downstairs. And I told Boo I'd give him some crunchies right now. Splash wants more pets. He doesn't want to eat until I give him more pets. Okay, Splash.
Stella, Splash, Simba, Hydrox, and Boo, the Lucky Ferals.
9:15 a.m. Good morning, Splash. This towel has been laying around near the front door, and the cats like laying on it. Simba's laying in the cat tower. And it is snowing again today. Good morning, Stella. Look what they did to the tip of like this cat branch toy. It's like all unraveling. I'm trying to get dressed, and Boo is visiting me in the bedroom. Laying on the bed. He jumped on the bed, right, Boo? And I've been talking to Boo because, you know, Boo and I are BFFs, right, Boo? We're BFFs. And Stella and I are BFFs, right, Boo? Yeah, Stella and I are BFFs. And that means that Boo and Stella need to be BFFs, right, Boo? You're going to be BFFs with Stella, right? So the three of us can all be BFFs together. We're going to do that, Boo, right? You, me, and Stella. Right, Boo? You, me, and Stella. We are all going to be BFFs together. I just put some catnip on the wheel, and I put his toy on the wheel. The wheel's in the hallway. Hello, Boo. Would you like to say a few words? What would you like to say? Would you like to talk to everybody today? You want to say, let's hold hands? Okay, we got a few more inches of snow today. Everything has just been cleared off, and this is really horrible snow because right now it's about 32 degrees out, and it's kind of like raining. It's like freezing rain and snow, and it's like a mix. So the snow is super, super wet and heavy, and like after you shovel it, and then like the ground is ice. So it's really dangerous. It's much better when it's dry. But hopefully, because the weather is warmer, it'll melt. But even though the patio like looks safe to walk on, it's ice. Just about to feed Hydrox a can of cat food. This is the Trader Joe's ocean fish salmon and rice dinner. Also giving him some fresh water. So here's what the feeder looks like. There's no water in it and there's no food in it. And the last time I filled this up was yesterday, about this time, maybe a little bit earlier. So I would say it's been a good 24 hours since anything's been in here, and you can see how the water has evaporated. Okay, it's probably like 1:30 or 1:45, and I just, I'm on my way out the door. I have to get to my office. And Stella just like ran upstairs, and Boo was standing in the door to the kitchen. So she saw him, and she was not happy about it. So she turned around and she came back downstairs. Confrontation avoided right now. There's Hydrox, he's eating his food. He must have been in one of the shelters. I did see a lot of cat tracks in the snow before it was cleared. So it is like 8:30 p.m. and I'm just getting home. It is 20 degrees out. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's like ice on everything. Like, this is horrible. This is what I was talking about before, how like all the snow being really wet. Yeah, it's all gonna freeze. Boo only ate half of his breakfast. I just gave him his dinner. He's getting his typical dinner, the primal raw turkey nugget, the Nature's Variety and Stick raw bites, and water. I just gave Hydrox a full can of wet food, and I topped up the water. And look at the leg on that table. That's horrible. I thought I straightened it out when I went outside, but I guess not. I hope it stays up while Hydrox is eating. I mean, it should if he doesn't touch it. I'll have to go down and straighten it out. The cats are getting the same thing Boo's getting. Same thing that they usually get every night for dinner. The primal raw turkey nuggets, Nature's Variety, Instinct raw chicken bites, and some water. They've also been getting some Rescue Remedy drops in their water bowls. Hey guys, ready to eat? Come on, let's go. Move over, Simba, you're sitting on the table. Move over, Simba, you're sitting on the table. Okay, Splash, you could eat. I'm petting you now. Good boy, Splashy. Okay, Splash. Good boy, Splashy. Okay, eat your food. Splash wants more pets. He doesn't want to eat until I give him more pets. Okay, Splash. Splash likes a good spinal massage. And Splash. Today there was a live stream of this sofa with the 3 cat beds on it, and from what I understand, Splash and Simba slept in the beds most of the day. I think Stella made an appearance also. They definitely favor the round Amazon beds, and yeah, it was the first time streaming these beds on the sofa, and YouTube was kind of weird today. They had some kind of weird technical stuff going on, and they did not send out notifications. I don't know what that was about, but sorry guys. 11:22 p.m. All the cats are on free roam and they're hanging out downstairs. They're sleeping in their beds. I don't know if it's the weather or what. Hey, Stella. Hello, Stella. How are you? How you doing, Stella? I came down here to spend some quality time playing with Stella. Stella didn't want to play with me, which was kind of weird. So I just put this towel on top of the scratch and roll, and it has suddenly become like a whole new thing. I have a wand toy under here. So I'm like moving the wand toy around, and Stella has been having fun. See, then Simba moves in, and then Stella is like backing off. See, I think a lot of times Simba, he just wants to show off in front of Stella. He wants to show his mommy, like, what a good hunter he is. Meanwhile, Stella just wants to play, too. Because Stella is a better hunter than Simba is. You know, because Stella was outside and she had to provide for her children. So she's a very, very skilled hunter. Meanwhile, Simba, you know, he never really had to provide for them. So he just thinks he's a good hunter. What's the matter, Stella? You got a hairball? Are you gonna throw up? What's the matter, Stella? You don't feel good? You got a hairball? You gonna throw up? Stella, you don't feel good? Stella, you don't feel good? Hello, Splashy. Splash has been a lot more assertive lately, between him coming up to me for pets and just, like, you know, joining in on, like, playtime. That's good for Splash. Stella, look right here. Right here in the camera. Do you see the camera? Stella. Stella keeps looking like she's coughing something up and then swallowing it. Maybe that's like what feral cats do with hairballs or something. I'm ready for her to vomit, so I'm gonna stop playing right now. She's been having a good time though. Stella, if you're gonna vomit, use the litter box, okay? Hey, Simba. You like the scratch and roll? So today I picked up a new cat harness for Boo. I got this at Petco because I was in Petco and I wanted to see what kind of harnesses they had for cats other than the one that Boo has. And this was the only other option. This is Bond and Company. It says it's a cat harness. It's one size fits all. The neck is 10 to 13 inches and the chest is 14 to 18 inches. And so they had this option, which I am not crazy about at all. It has like the cat skull and crossbones, which I'm not a fan of. But the only other options that they had was like a pink dress, which obviously I didn't think would look good on Boo. Then they had like a light blue like fish print, which to me looked like it just did not fit Boo's personality. They also had like a darker blue fish print, and again that did not fit Boo's personality. So I think for Boo this was like the closest thing that they had. Obviously it's made to look like a little hoodie, so like that's the hood, then this would be like the sweatshirt part. And what I liked about it is that this part, the part that goes across his body, is like Velcro. So I like the fact that it's Velcro, but at the same time it gives me concerns just because I know, you know, potentially he could get out of the Velcro. And then this side is a clasp. So it shows a diagram of the cat, and you clasp it like here on top of its chest, and then over here like on the front of the belly it's Velcroed. And I thought maybe this would be easy to get on Boo. I don't know. I hope it fits. So let's open this, take it off the packaging, and see if we can get it on Boo. To me it looks like it might be small. So this is what it looks like when you take it off of the packaging. So this is the part that would go around his neck, and there's like a hoodie part. Then there's the part that goes around his body. And I tried to put it on him, and he wanted to wrestle with it. So right now he's sitting on the scratch and roll, and let me see if I could put it on him while he's sitting on the scratch and roll. Okay, it is slightly after midnight, and it has been near impossible to get this harness on Boo. Let me explain why. So you have the hoodie on the back of his neck, and then you have this clasp, and the location of the clasp is like right under his chin. So when I'm trying to clasp it under his chin, it kind of gives him a really good opportunity to bite me, and that's not good. The other harness, to clasp it, it was more like on the side. And then this Velcro, every time he hears like a Velcro noise, he like jumps and runs. So it could be that he's just not used to it, but this is proving way harder to put on him than the other one. So here's the other harness, and I just want to show you. So like here's the back of the harness, and then here's the clasps on this one. So this actually goes like around his neck, and it clasps like behind his shoulder. And then same thing for this one, it like clasps near his back. So this one is much better to put on him. Also because it's just like these straps, it's just way less obtrusive and substantial on him. So I think he's not feeling like as put upon wearing this. This is much more lightweight than the other one, so this is more like he's not really wearing as big of a harness as the other one. Boo, do you like this? Do you want me to put it on you? Would you like to wear this? Like when I was trying to put the other one on him, and he was sitting on the scratch roll. I mean, I was trying for quite a while to put that on him, and then he was like crying at me, like he thought I was gonna be like hurting him or taking him away or something. So he definitely did not like that one. Maybe he just doesn't like that one. Wanna play, Boo? They love the scratch and rolls. Boo, you like your scratch and roll?
Stella, Splash, Simba, Hydrox, and Boo, the Lucky Ferals.
I was just in the bathroom brushing my teeth and I heard a loud bang. At first I thought it was coming from like where the gates are between the upstairs and downstairs. And then I realized it was coming from the living room. And this little cat tower has been knocked over. And there's only one cat who's on free roam upstairs right now. Boo, did you knock the tower over? What did you do, Boo? How'd you knock it over? Last night I noticed that the cats really liked scratching this small cat tower. I had moved it aside because I was figuring out where I want to put it. These two cat towers are in the window, so two cats can look out of the window at the same time. They've been very happy about that. This is the old one that is not as high and they can't lay in it and look out the window at the same time. So I moved this over more toward the front door as I figure out, whether I'm going to keep it or not. Last night when I realized that they still like scratching it, I said, let me just put it near these other towers, and if they want to scratch it overnight or tomorrow, that they can scratch it. So it was kind of just sitting like this overnight. Now, I'm not going to keep it like this because it's kind of ridiculous to have 3 cat towers like that, and it's really in the way. But, I figured for like 24 hours or until I figure out what to do with it, I'll just put it there. And then today, Boo somehow managed to knock it over. Now, I wonder if maybe he was scratching it and it just pulled over. Look at the bottom of this. I mean, look, they have worn that down like all the way to the wood underneath. That rope has just been torn apart. Right, Boo? You tore it apart? This is Boo's breakfast today. He's getting his nature's variety instinct raw chicken bites. He's getting his herbs. He's getting some water. He's getting Evian. And he's also getting some of the cat grass powder. He hasn't had it in a while. Come on, Boo. He ate all of his dinner from last night, except for 2 little bites. Stella and Simba are eating their wheatgrass. I watered it and it came back to life a bit. So Boo is in the hallway right outside of the kitchen, and I have this like tall white gate that's kind of blocking the door. And here's Simba and here's Stella. They just ate some cat grass, and they came over to see what's going on because they're hungry. They want their breakfast. And here's Boo. Hey, Boo. Hello, Stella. Did you have a nice night? And I just realized that both Stella and Simba jumped the gate. So that's kind of cool. Gives them a little bit of extra exercise. Stella just walked over to the gate, and I think I heard a hiss. And there's Boo, and there's Simba. This is interesting. Let's take a picture of Stella with her cat grass. Stella, look at me. Stella, look at me. Stella, look at me. Okay, pretty girl with her cat grass. That was really weird. I don't know what that bang was. I just went downstairs to see if it was any of the cats downstairs, and they're looking around like, what was that? I don't see anything that fell over downstairs. Stella's at the bottom of the stairs, and she's looking up, and Splash is laying on the ottoman like sleeping, and nothing is knocked over, and nothing in Boo's room is knocked over. And the first thing I did was check the living room, thinking maybe someone was in the living room knocking over the cat tower again. But nothing is knocked over here either. Boo's in his room today because he's been on free roam during the day for the past 2 days. And the other cats like to look out the windows during the day, and when they're downstairs they can't do that. But Boo can look out the window in his room. He gets sun. And he has it really good. So right now he's in his cat tower with a view of the outside feeder. And I just kind of came into the room because I need to get something out of the closet. So hello, Boo. It's about 1:30 p.m. I'm really running late today. It is about 26 or 28 degrees out. I just gave Hydrox a bunch of food. I just gave him some fresh water. It's about 6:30 p.m. I just got home. Simba's hanging out by Boo's gate. Boo's been on live stream all day in his room. Hello, Boo. Hello, Boo. Hello, Simba. What are you doing? Simba's purring. It almost looks like he's kneading the gate. Hey, Boo. Hello, Boo. Here's Stella. She came up into the kitchen. It looks like she's been sleeping. Stella looks like she's been taking a nap. I'm a little bit early today. I've been getting home later than this week, so their schedule's probably not expecting me. Guys, look at Splash. I've been petting him, and his like fur on the top of his head is messed up. Like, that's the first time I've ever seen that. Hello, Simba. Hello, Stella. Hello, Stella. So today for dinner, the cats are getting Trader Joe's tuna for cats. They're also getting some of the freeze-dried Instinct Raw Boost mixers. Boo's getting the Trader Joe's tuna for cats with a whole bunch of water, and he's getting some of the freeze-dried raw bites also. I just looked outside and Hydrox is eating food. There must still be food from when I put food in the bowl earlier. I don't know if you could see it because there are reflections on the window. It's like a half hour later, I just came downstairs and look what the downstairs cats did. They ate all the freeze-dried raw bites off of the tuna, and they left the tuna. I mean, they'll come back and eat the tuna. They always do. They should. But it just goes to show you, they really like the freeze-dried raw. I just came back upstairs to Boo's room, and look, he did the same exact thing. He ate all the freeze-dried raw bites off of his food. Now he's licking up the water, which is good. Okay, so I finally replaced the batteries in Boo's toys. They're a pain in the butt to replace because they have that little screw on the bottom, so you have to like unscrew them, and then you have to put the batteries in. I know Boo's been wanting to play with these because he like just lays on top of them like, when are you putting batteries in? So I'm putting this on. Okay, so what I'm also going to do right now is see if I could get this harness on Boo. I bought this today. This is a Whisker City Comfort cat harness. It says it is reflective for a girth of 13 to 16 inches. So this would be the third cat harness that I've purchased. So the first one that we tried was the red one with the straps, and that worked well. The second one was that hoodie that did not work at all. It was like impossible to get it on Boo so far. Maybe someday it'll work. Maybe it'll work on one of the other cats. Maybe Simba will really like it. I don't know. But today I'm trying this one. I got this at PetSmart. And this is what it looks like. I thought it was really interesting because it basically only has this one clasp. And this clasp actually goes on his back. So this is how it opens, and this is what it looks like. Basically, you have kind of like this hole for his leg, that hole for his leg, and then this would be on the bottom, and then you put these on his back and you clasp them, and then you attach the leash to both of these rings. The directions say adjust harness to cat size. Right now it's adjusted to the largest size. Release the buckle, open the harness and lay flat, which is what we have going on here. Position the harness around the cat and fasten the buckle. Use slide adjustments for final fitting. Attach leash to both D-rings. Caution, not for tie out. Sizing should allow room for 2 fingers to fit between the item and the cat. If you are not satisfied with this product, return it with your valid receipt to the place of purchase for a refund. For more information about Whisker City products, please call and then they give you a number. So the biggest challenge with this will be to get Boo's arms through these holes. I think if we could get Boo's arms through here, then there's going to be no problem like buckling it behind him. Maybe he'll like it better, maybe he won't like it. Right now he's giving it really dirty looks. So let me cut the tags of this and see if we could get this to work. Okay, I tried to put this on Boo and we had no luck at all whatsoever. So I took it downstairs and I put it on Simba, and like it barely fit Simba. I don't even think it fit him. I think it was too tight for him. Like he looked squashed in it. And the way it works is like this opening you see here is for like his neck. And then his legs go through, and then this goes, you know, on his body, but it doesn't really go on his body. And the way this is here, I just feel like it's gonna choke him. Like if you're pulling it here, like here's where the leash would attach, and like what you see there, that opening would be his neck, his head would come through there, his arms would go through the holes in the bottom, and the rest would be for his body. But where these rings are, I mean, it's basically just like a collar with the rings on the back of the collar. So I just don't like that. I just feel like there's too much pressure like around his neck that, I mean, just with like choking hazards and stuff. I like the harnesses better where the rings are more toward the back. So if I had to do a harness comparison right now to all the harnesses I bought, that red strappy one would definitely be the best. Let me show you guys what Boo does when I sit here and edit a video. So right now I'm sitting on the floor and my laptop is on the coffee table and I'm leaning against the sofa, and Boo does this thing where he lays down on the sofa behind my head and then he starts kneading my back. So right now where you see Boo, he's actually laying down behind me. And his paws are on my shoulder, and he likes to do this while I sit here and edit videos. Right, Boo? So like this is my shoulder, And there's Boo. Okay, so Boo must like red. He must be partial to the color red. And I don't know what it is about this harness, because I tried to put this harness on Boo, and all I do is I say, okay, Boo, we're putting your racing harness on now. And when I tell him he's getting ready for the races, he lets me put it on him. It's so strange. And then after I put it on him, I rewarded him with some crunchies. So I actually put it on him in the other room, and he walked all the way into his room to get the crunchies. So that was good. And when he walked in here, I tightened it up a little bit, because the last time this was on him, it got a little bit loose on him, and he got kind of twisted up in it. So it's not too tight. It's fine now. And I'm going to let him just hang out in it for a little while. He could walk around. He could do whatever he wants. Look how pretty you look right now, Boo. Oh my God, you look like a model. What a pretty cat you are, Boo. Look how handsome you are. I have to tell him that because he's wearing his collar, because he looks so nice. And I keep calling it a collar. It's not a collar, it's a harness. Right, Boo? Do you like your harness? Because you look pretty in your harness, Boo. You look like an athlete. It is 11:52 p.m. And here's Boo. He's hanging out on the top of the cat tower in the living room. Hello, Boo. He has had a harness on for, I don't know, the past hour or two. I don't know exactly when I put it on, because I have been editing tonight's video and dealing with computer problems. And Boo let me put the harness on, but then he wasn't too happy. So I adjusted it, and he was okay. And I think he looks very dapper in his harness, right, Boo? One other thing that I want to mention is that since Boo has his harness on, he's been much more mobile in it. Like, he's been jumping and running and doesn't seem to have problems with it. Boo has been such a good boy tonight that I just gave him a few more crunchies. But look how fast he eats them. I mean, it's like crazy. That was good, Boo. Like, I don't want to give him too many. Right now he's on the leash because I opened the door to the downstairs, and the other cats are free to come up because the other cats have free roam tonight. Boo had free roam last night, and the other cats have free roam this night. Now, Boo has been really good. He hasn't been scratching me, like, when it comes to giving him crunchies. He's been really good. See how he just kind of like rubs up against me? Like, that's the extent of what he's been doing. Now, this is like a tablespoon. Like, it's from the Dollar Tree. And right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 10. There's 10 little crunchies in here. And this is kind of how I've been portioning them out for him. And right now he's rubbing up on this arch. But he's walking much more normally in this harness. And he's really excited to get more crunchies. Watch. See? Look. Do you see that? So instead of scratching me, he's just kind of like rubbing up against me. Which for Boo is great. It took several months to get there, but he got there. So if Boo can go from like scratching me for food to just rubbing up against me for food, I'm sure he could learn how to properly interact with the other cats. And look who showed up while I was talking to you guys. Look, I just turned around and we have an audience. A very interested audience. Because they're looking for crunchies too. And here's Boo. Good boy, Boo. And there's the audience. And there's Boo. Good boy, Boo. Okay, that's it right now. That's it right now, Boo. Boo's such a good boy. But you know what? Simba's a good boy and Splash is a good boy. I got 3 good boys. And Boo is moving around a lot better considering he's on a harness and a leash. But I always said Boo was like a puppy cat. Like he always reminded me of a puppy. And, you know, dogs you put on harnesses and leashes. Right, Boo? You're like a puppy cat. No, you don't like to be a puppy cat. Or you're a dog cat? You're a dog cat? Canine cat. Are you looking at the other cats? He's looking at them. Splash is kind of looking. They want crunchies too. I just tossed some crunchies over to Simba and Splash. So what I find really interesting is that when Boo is on his harness and leash, he's on very good behavior. What I'm curious is, like, if I take the leash off, will he still be on good behavior with just the harness? And why do these cats go so crazy over crunchies? Is it the crunchies themselves that are making the cats crazy? Or is it just because they're on the raw food diet? I don't know. So Boo has this grassy box toy. I don't remember the name for it. But anyway, all these toys that are on top of it were inside of it. And I just pulled them out. And I was curious to see like what Simba and Splash would do if they would come and play with them. So Simba came over and he's looking at the toys. And I have to tell you, considering how possessive Boo is of his toys, he's not jumping on Simba right now. He's just watching. There's Boo. He's watching Simba. And there's Boo's toys with Simba sitting next to him. And here comes Splash. Both Splash and Simba are very curious about Boo. And Boo is just sitting here watching them. So like right now, Boo is being like fatherly toward his sons. Instead of jumping on them, he's actually being like a dad. Now, whether that is intentional or not is a total another story. So Simba and Splash are barely inside Boo's door, but Simba's made himself comfortable. And Splash is just looking around. Oh my god, guys, you missed it. And I have to laugh because I took Boo's brush and I was brushing Boo. He was like on the other side of the room. And then he didn't seem too thrilled with it, so I went to brush Simba. And then Simba didn't want to be brushed. He just wanted to smell it. But Boo decided he needs to move now over to this side of the room closer to the brush because how dare Simba get brushed when it's Boo's brush. Boo, you are so funny. It is 12:18 a.m. I just came into Boo's room and I opened the door. Boo's still on his harness and collar. And there's Stella. She just came into the doorway and Boo hid under the day bed. Now here's Splash. And here's Boo. I'm just trying to get his leash because he's moving around. Okay. So here's Boo. And here's all three of the cats trying to explore his room and say hello to him. Meanwhile, Boo's under his daybed. And really, more than anything, they're just curious about him. There goes Simba up to his food bowl. And there's Boo. He's just happy under the daybed. And there's Simba at the litter box. Is Simba gonna use the litter box? Simba! Originally that was their litter box, and then it was given to Boo. Stella's looking at Simba like, what the heck are you doing? Right now she's looking at Boo, but she was looking at Simba. He didn't use it. He just dug around in it. He's digging around in another cat's poop. But there's no poop because I scooped it today. Now right now Boo is under the daybed. So if Simba goes under the daybed, there could be issues. Now don't forget, Simba, Splash, and Stella, like, this was their room before Boo's room. Hello, Stella. Stella's looking for Boo. Boo's under the daybed. Oh, here comes Stella. Hello, Stella. Now Stella Stella's a girl that likes her crunchies. Stella. Can you guys hear her growling? Stella. 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 You want crunchies? Stella, you want crunchies? You want crunchies? Do you? Stella, want some crunchies? Stella. Okay, Boo, here. Eat them slow. I just gave Boo some crunchies here. And I gave Stella some crunchies, but she turned around and Simba stole them. So here's Boo, and here's Simba. Boo is looking for more crunchies. Okay, so Simba was just growling at Boo. And Boo's basically just looking for crunchies. And I'm very confident that Simba and Splash are not going to like jump on Boo or attack him, because that's just not in their nature. That's not how they were trained. Like I said, Stella raised gentlemen, and Stella expects very high standards from her sons. So that's why I know they're not going to attack Boo. Now Boo, on the other hand, I don't know how his mama raised him. Okay, Boo, I'm sorry. That's like... Okay, come on. Come here, Boo. You're a good boy. You're a good boy, Boo. Okay, I just wanted to see, even now, this harness could be a little bit tighter on him, but I'm not going to tighten it because sometimes he gets upset when I tighten it. But right now it's pretty good. Okay. I just gave Boo some crunchies and he did not swat at my hand. Like, I'm so proud of him for not doing that. And Simba's eating some crunchies now also. I gave him a few crunchies. Okay, so Boo has been searching for crunchies and his tail has been like inches away from Simba, and I keep waiting for Simba to try to play with his tail, but Simba is not doing that. Simba's growling. So right now I've been sitting here with Boo, Simba, and Splash. And I have to say, for a laid-back cat, Simba really has some nerve. I mean, Simba's a brave cat. I gave Boo some crunchies, and I also gave Simba and Splash a few crunchies near the door. Of course, Simba then tries to go over and steal Boo's crunchies. He didn't get very close because I kind of said, like, Simba, and then he stopped. So when I try to touch the leash, then Boo tries to kind of like nip at my hand. He hasn't like bit it or anything, but he's been nipping at it, which I'm not happy about because it's not a nice cat. Nice cats don't do that. But the thing is, if he's nipping at my hand, what is he going to do to the other cats? Is he going to nip at them, or is he going to really, sink in a deep bite? So all I did was unscrew the lid to this container, and not only did Boo get up, obviously because he's sitting here and he sees what I'm doing, but Simba came running from across the house, and the only reason why I unscrewed it is because Splash was looking for something to eat. So here I am feeling bad for Splash because, he's always like the last one to get crunchies or anything. Then I unscrew this, and Boo starts looking, and Simba comes running. I mean, you would think these cats are starving, but they get plenty of food. Look at what Boo does. Look. This is his thing. He rubs up against it. Hey! You don't steal Boo's treats. Look at this. Look at this. I want to know where Stella is during all this. Stella! Because Stella likes her crunchies also. I just took the collar off of Boo. I had absolutely no problem taking it off. And I gave him like 5 little crunchies. I'm really using these crunchies as a training tool and kind of like a bribe to get him to do what I want him to do. Okay, Boo. That's it. You've had enough. It's time for bed. See? Look, Boo's opening the door. Oh my god, oh my god.
Stella, Splash, Simba, Hydrox, and Boo, the Lucky Ferals.
9:17 a.m. I'm just getting up now because I was up until about 3 o'clock in the morning last night. And Stella was sitting in that third cat tower next to Simba. So all 3 of the cats were laying in these cat towers this morning at the same time. I really don't want to keep them like this because, I mean, it looks really weird with these 3 cat towers here. But the cats seem to really like them. Good morning, Stella. Stella jumped onto my bed this morning to get her pets. And I petted her for like a half hour as I was kind of like sleeping. Like I would pet her and then I would fall asleep and then I would pet her and fall asleep. She was trying to wake me up. All 3 cats have just jumped down to play. I wanted to play with Stella, but you know, poor girl, she can't get any playtime in without her son's butting in. And here goes Boo, he just jumped off of his cat tower. Yesterday I put batteries back in all the toys that need batteries, so since I need to get dressed and get moving today, I'm going to turn this on and let the cats play with this. Good morning, Boo. Did you have a nice night? Did you sleep well? I just weighed Stella and Simba because I thought Stella was looking rather fluffy today. And I just wanted to make sure it was fluffiness and she wasn't putting on additional pounds this winter. And I didn't understand how she could be because I've been really kind of rationing out the dry food, which is where they would really gain most of their weight. So the results of the weigh-in is that Stella weighed 14.6 pounds and Simba weighed 13 pounds. So Simba gained a little bit of weight because he was like 12 something, and I think Stella actually lost part of a pound. If I remember correctly, she was around the 15-pound mark. I could be wrong, I could be remembering that wrong, but Stella is usually, her weight is usually around between 14 and 15 pounds. I don't like it to go more than 15. And, you know, I wouldn't mind if Stella lost a pound or 2, but these are big cats. I mean, I know you guys can't really see that on the video, but, you know, look at Boo when I did guess Boo's weight. Nobody would think he was a 13-pound cat, but he's really long and he's really big. Right, Simba? But I still think Simba weighs the least out of all the cats. I might take the scale upstairs and weigh Boo with it, just to see where Boo's at. Boo's probably around the 14-pound mark also, because he's been like a crunchy fiend. Right now it's around 10:20 a.m. so it's a bit later than the cats normally get fed. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to let them have some time upstairs looking out the windows in daylight before I put them downstairs, because Boo's been in his room. I'm still juggling free roam schedules while it's convenient for me, but I am finding ways to kind of mix it up a little bit, and also try to get Boo to interact with the other cats more in a way that does not make them dislike him. So maybe more time in the harness, and maybe we'll try out the collars again. I don't know, I just kind of live in the moment and do what feels right in the moment. But anyway, so right now, because the cats were on free roam, they're gonna be downstairs the rest of the day, and Boo will then be on free roam, and then later I'll let them upstairs. But right now, I'm gonna feed them their breakfast. They haven't had their breakfast yet. None of them have. Good morning, Boo. How are you today? Did you have a nice relaxing time in your room? Want to eat? I just weighed Boo, and Boo is 13.8 pounds now. It is 8:15 p.m. and I just got home, and I said hello to Boo, and I spent some time with Boo petting him, and this is his breakfast. I would say he ate less than half of it, and I only gave him like a tiny bit of crunchies. I don't even think I gave him any crunchies. So it looks like he's not happy with his breakfast. Hope he's not sick. He did not eat much yesterday either, so unless he's just holding out for crunchies or for canned food. He usually really likes canned food. So Boo's getting a standard dinner. Primal raw turkey nugget, which I squashed down for him. 1/4 cup of the Nature's Variety Instinct raw chicken bites. And today he's getting maybe half of a tablespoon of the Blue Wilderness dry food on top. Right now it's about 24 degrees out. It's cold and it feels wet because of all the snow. I just gave Hydrox his food. I gave him Boo's breakfast that Boo did not eat. The food is still okay. Hydrox can eat it. I also gave him some of the Blue Wilderness canned food, and there's water there, so he is good to go. And I am looking at the thermometer on the side of his house, and the thermometer on the side of his house says about 32 degrees, like maybe 32 to 34. So that's about an 8 to 10 degree difference than what's on this thermometer. The cats are getting the same thing that Boo is getting, which is their standard dinner, the Primal Raw Turkey Nuggets all mashed up, and the Nature's Variety Instinct Raw Chicken Bites. They're not getting any dry food right now. They ate all of their breakfast. Their platter was clean. I don't know where Splash is. Right now I just see Simba and Stella, and Simba was upstairs. As soon as I open the door, he runs up to the cat tower in the living room. Where's Splash? Here's Splash. He was upstairs visiting Boo's door. But then I have to call for him and he comes down. All the cats are eating a little bit of crunchies right now. I put some crunchies in the bowl for Stella, and then Simba came running in from the other side of the house. So then I give Stella some on the floor, and I gave Splash some on the rug, and I gave Boo some through his gate. So all of the cats are having crunchies. Okay, I don't know what time it is right now. I just came into Boo's room, and I put his harness on. And I did not give him any crunchies. I did not have to bribe him. I just kind of put it on him really fast. So he kind of didn't even know what was happening. And Splash is in the living room. Well, he was in the living room. Right now, Splash is right outside of the gate, and the gates are open. The gates are like half open. So the bottom gate is on. The middle gate is off. And Simba and Splash are right there. Boo is in his harness, but he's not in his leash. And I think I'm going to take the bottom gate off and see what Boo does in his harness. Okay, Boo? You're not going to attack the cats, right? Because you're wearing a harness. And when you're wearing a harness, it means you're in uniform, right? You're in uniform, Boo. Right? You have to respect the uniform, right? People in uniform have to behave in certain ways, right? You have to set a good example for all cats everywhere that wear uniforms. right? You're like in the, you're in the service, Boo. You're a service cat, right? Right, Boo, you're a service cat. Right now, he's not completely relaxed. Like, I could feel, I would say, out of a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is like he's the most relaxed, I would say he's like around a 7 or 8 right now. Right now, Boo is purring. It's kind of a soft purr, but he's still purring. He's wearing his harness, and he's purring. Not too happy, though, because he's like flapping his tail around. Would you like me to pet you? Sometimes he gets agitated and takes a swipe. But he's purring. Boo's playing with the zebra. Meanwhile, Simba's in the doorway eating the crunchie. I don't know where he got the crunchie from. I guess it's from when I gave Boo crunchies before. And here's Boo. Hello, Boo. Hello, Boo. You're a nice boy, Boo. I feel like Boo's ready to pounce. Because Simba's eating another crunchie. Oh, you're not happy? I'm not a happy boy. Look, I got feather toys. I know you... Ah! Boo. Boo, I know you like feather toys. Here. I gave Simba a feather toy. There's Simba and Splash. I gave Simba a feather toy. Boo has a feather toy. And Boo has a squeaky zebra. Boo likes his toys. Simba and Splash also like their toys. Boo, you gonna hang out here? Boo's like kind of like hiding behind this little end table. And Simba and Splash are still in the doorway. Boo, they want to be your friends. You want to be friends with them? I should probably go get some crunchies. Because I need to change the battery. The battery on the camera is ready to go. Okay, so Splash is in the hallway. He's sitting next to the container of crunchies. Boo's in his room. Boo's on the harness, but he has no leash on. I don't know what's gonna happen if Splash like opens the door, because the door's not shut. Like, it's just kind of closed, but it's not shut. See? Look, Boo's opening the door. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, Splash hissed. Splash! You put your nose up your dad's butt? Why are you hissing at him? You're the one that did it. So Boo is just like sitting there with his back to Splash because he knows Splash is not going to attack him. And this is what I've been saying all along, that there's no way Splash, Simba, or Stella are going to attack Boo just because that's not the kind of cats that they are. Stella raised them right. They're gentlemen. They are extremely mannered, and like their etiquette is like impeccable. Whereas Boo is the one that still needs to learn that stuff. But that was pretty good. I mean, it shows Splash is pretty brave, and Boo is very tolerant right now. When he wears his harness, he's tolerant now. Boo is getting crunchies because he was such a good boy, but he did just hit the spoon, like with his claws, so that wasn't too good. And there's Simba. I'll give Simba. Simba will get some crunchies. And there's Splash. Splash wants crunchies. Oh, excuse me, Boo. Boo's, look. Okay, nice, gentle, gentle. I just gave Splash crunchies and Simba's eating the crunchies. Okay, right now, there's 3 cats eating crunchies on the play rug. Okay, so Boo has been eating his crunchies. And Splash and Simba are eating their crunchies. And I think this is working okay because I have not really been giving them crunchies much with their food, so I've been saving it for training occasions. Right now, Simba has his back to Boo, and Boo's just kind of here. Boo, gonna be a good boy, right? So he's using his claws right now, which is not good. He's kind of taking a few steps back because he needs to be gentle, right? Gentle, Boo? Okay, come on. We're gonna have more crunchies. Let's go. They're both eating crunchies. There's no leash. Boo's on his harness. Simba's free. They're really close together right now. Okay, you want more? Who wants more crunchies? More crunchies? Splash is eating crunchies. Simba's eating crunchies. Boo is eating crunchies, except Boo eats them so fast. This is how I'm spooning out the crunchies. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's like literally like 4 little crunchies in here, or like 5 little crunchies. I've been counting it out so they don't get like crunchy overload. Like I'm not giving them like a full tablespoon or anything. They're just getting like a little bit each time. And Boo is very good there. Did you see how gentle he was? If anyone's getting extra crunchies, it's Splash, because I feel like Simba eats it. Okay, so here we go. I got 5 little crunchies in the spoon. Watch this. Look at Boo. He's being a good boy. Look how good he's doing. Like, he's not scratching. What a good boy, Boo. Simba walked over to look. I mean, they're really eating these crunchies fast. It's like they're starved for crunchies. So I've reverted to using my hands and grabbing 2 crunchies and giving them each 2 crunchies on my hands. Like, there you go. 2 crunchies. 2 crunchies. They like these crunchies like better than treats. And then here's Boo. Okay, Boo. Here you go. Ready? 2 crunchies. Simba? 2 crunchies. Splash? 2 crunchies. We're all eating crunchies together. You guys see all the cats? All the cats are eating crunchies together except for Stella. 2 crunchies. 2 crunchies. Simba has decided he has had enough crunchies. He's going to sit in the cat tower and watch. Okay, ready? Boo wants more crunchies. And Splash wants more crunchies. Okay, Boo, you want more crunchies? Boo's being a very good boy. And there's Splash. Now I would have to say, if any 2 cats are alike, it would be Boo and Splash. Boo and Splash have like the same kind of fur. They have, they're like the same size. They have the same eyes. There's a lot of similarities between Splash and Boo. And Boo, they're eating them so fast, it's like I can't even keep up. I feel like I'm at a petting zoo. Like, you know, when you feed the animals at a petting zoo? That's what it reminds me of. They're each getting 2 little crunchies each time. And again, these are the blue wilderness. Oh, I think I hear Stella. I heard something like coming out of the kitchen. I'm assuming it was Stella. I could be completely wrong. Could be the mystery cat. Okay, Boo, I think we had enough crunchies tonight, don't you? I think we had enough crunchies. I'll give you a few more, that's it. Okay, Boo, that's it. That's the end of the crunchies. You're a good boy, Boo. Oh, such a nice boy, Boo. See, now here's the problem. I usually use the crunchies to lure the cats either in their room or downstairs. So if I need to lure Boo into his room, I bring some crunchies in and I give him a few crunchies. And if I need to lure the other cats downstairs, I do the same thing. And tonight, Boo gets free roam. So I need to get Simba, Stella, and Splash all downstairs. So I'm hoping that I could still use the crunchies to do that. Look at this. Splash wants to go in Boo's room. Boo's sitting here with me, and Splash is wanting to go in Boo's room. Okay, so I just tried to lure Boo into his room with crunchies and with toys, and he does not want to go in his room. He wants to sit here in the living room on the rug. Maybe because Simba's out here, maybe because Splash is in the hallway. It's 11:30 p.m. And Splash is in Boo's room. Boo's in the living room. Simba's in the living room on the cat tower. Stella's in the dining room. So right now, all 4 cats are upstairs. They're all in free roam. Boo is not trying to jump on anybody. Everything is good. The only problem is that it's late and I want to go to bed. And I'm not going to be able to do that with all 4 cats out like this. I'm just not going to get any sleep like that. So, Boo is supposed to be in free roam tonight. That means the other cats would need to go downstairs. If I can get Boo in his room for a little while, then I could get the other cats downstairs, and then I could let Boo back out. But the problem is I can't get Boo in his room right now because Splash is under the daybed. 11:52 p.m. and there has been a change in plans. So Splash has decided he wants to camp out near Boo's door. So I'm probably going to put the gates on Boo's room because Boo is on free roam up here all day. So it's not going to be bad for Boo to be in his room tonight. And Splash is most likely going to sleep by Boo's door, spend most of his time there. And also, I walked into the bedroom and Simba has decided that he wants to hang out on the bed. So Simba's probably going to be sleeping on the bed tonight. Right, Simba? Simba doesn't look too happy. I really think Simba's just kind of like staking his claim. And Stella does not want to budge from the dining room. This is basically like a TV tray that's in the window. So the cats can look out the window from the dining room, which they used to like to do. They haven't really done that much anymore, but every now and then Stella likes to sit under this. So that's where she is right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the gates in Boo's room, and then I'm going to call it a night. And tomorrow morning I am sleeping in. I'm giving Stella some crunchies because she didn't have any when the boys were eating their crunchies. And I'm being very quiet about it. And look who showed up. Like, I'm sitting here whispering, and I'm like being as quiet as I can with my fingers in the crunchy container. Yet Simba knows. Somehow he knows. Somehow Simba always knows when crunchies are involved. Thank you for watching this Lucky Ferals video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you'd like me to post more videos, and please make sure to check out these other videos that were selected especially for you.